Going live now. Going live now. Going live now. Yes, we are live, ladies and gentlemen. At first, I need to apologize. I need to apologize profusely for even considering to postpone this stream. Me doing with the acting profession, there is a good expression. The show must go on. So, the show is going to go on, with or without those that backed out. Now, here's the kicker. This is where I'm going to go on a good old-fashioned rant. But just before I begin, I'm going to suit up with the usual wear. Now, before I place it on myself, I just want to set the foundation. This is not, and I repeat, not an opportunity to sandbag, attack, belittle, or harass anyone else. I want to stress that. Don't turn it into a bullying fest. I don't like that. Cordial debate. You can add cordial to my list of phrases. Debate, right? And I don't mean debate as in conversation, like us going, yeah, you know, that TV's great. No. I had here a whole list of 1v1s that were meant to happen, right? And unfortunately, most of them are now not going to happen. So what we're going to do is I am purely and simply going to let the 1v1s, right, that were meant to happen, that are on this list, happen first. Then, what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if anyone else in the chat wants to challenge me or any of the other guys to a 1v1 of anything, okay? And when I say challenge, I don't mean talking. I don't mean, you know, why is Robbie your favorite character? No, that's bullshit. That's surface level. I want deep, nuance, nitty gritty. I want to get right down to the details. I want to know everything and anything, okay? So, with that in mind, right, get ready in the chat, because once I've done the few 1v1s, right, then I'm going to put the link into the chat. Now, the way it's going to work is before I bring you in, you're going to put in the chat who you want to challenge and why. So with me, no secret, big example, another Robbie video. All right, okay. You could basically say, you know, okay, Robbie, Jacob, why do you defend Robbie so much? He's done this, rah, 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 rah. And then I can defend against you. That is a debate, not, you know, why is Robbie no, that's Q&A. I don't want Q&A here. I want debate. I want specific reasons, context, and nuance, people. It's important, okay? It's very important. And remember, when I feel like it goes a bit too left field, I will step in and I will say, no, dial it back. You're being a bit too much. I'll be moderating the whole thing because, come on, it's my channel, isn't it? Of course. So in the 1v1s, me and all the gang, me and my usual crew are going to be up here. But if you challenge me, for instance, you know, everyone else will remain silent. That'll be me versus you. Right? Everyone else will remain silent. That's what I want. We'll be fair. That way it's 1v1. And then when I say, look, 1v1s, I've had enough, let's change it up to just everyone having a full-on whatever. Then the chaos can ensue and it can be like the debates of old. Okay? So everyone clear? Everyone perfectly clear? Yeah? We good? All right. Okay. Let me just check something here. Okay. Oh, God. And to those that backed out, I just want to say this. I know why you backed out. I know why. I'm not going to call out, but this is my problem, right? This is the problem with modern communication. It's a lot easier, right, to shout your opinion behind a keyboard, but then when you're brought onto the camera, I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there. But again, if this open debate proves successful, then, and only then, will I consider doing it in future. If this open debate turns into a fucking shit show where it's just like, yo, you're stupid, then I'm just gonna say no. In the meanwhile, yeah, full on machine gun. I mean, this is a good opportunity for me to just say, it's not about us fans when we go and watch movies. I mean, for example, if there was Avengers 5 that came out next week, it doesn't matter if World War 3 is coming on. You know, you're going to hear, I'm here to see Avengers 5. Like, we'll still be there. So, anyway, first things first. I'm going to get my boys in here, my usual kings. And what I'm going to do is once the 1v1 is done, I'm going to give us a 10-minute slot each for your topic. And if I feel like I want you to go longer, you can go longer. If I feel like, all right, you've gone on long enough, I'm going to cut you off. And then, yeah. And for the 1v1s, me and my kings are going to stay here the whole stream. And then once you've done your challenge, I'm going to put you back into the chat. And then when it's full-on carnage, unlike the movie, full-on carnage, then, and only then, I will bring you into the space. Sound good? Okay. Right. Oh, fucking hell, I'm going to need a beer. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. To those that backed out, I'm just saying, man, you know, the choking one. Ha! Funny. All right. So everyone's clear on the rules. Everyone's clear on the setup. There's about 30 people up on in here. So the show must go on. So it's going to go on. I'm going to do the best I can. And I guarantee no one's going to challenge my ass because everyone's too scared. It's just facts. And again, when I say debate, I don't mean conversation at a bus stop. I mean full on back and forth. I give you the context. You give me the nuance. That's it. Yeah, I did choke on a potato once. Thanks for bringing that up. Okay, right. I'm going to get my boys in here. And I have no doubt in my mind that they have a few things to say too. So without further ado, I'm going to put the notes down. And hang on, before I even bring my beautiful crew on here, I just want to say thank you to those who are in the chat. Juliana, I see you. What's up? Ali, Alexis, Lee, Brown, I see you. Chill, dude. RJ, I see you in the chat as well. Eagle Fang, Tristan, Laterite, Turn 2. Joshua, nice. Tom, who else have we got up in here? Chill Season, Cobra Kai World. What's up? Okay, and everyone else. Yep, okay, right. Kings of Pop Culture, assemble. Love taking ownership of that. Let's get them up on here.
Alive! Okay. Can I go
RJ,
first?
you got all the smoke, brother.
Can I say something?
No one wants that smoke with you, bro.
Can I say something? All right. I have two things to say. So regarding the people that backed out, that didn't have valid reasons, just backed out because they didn't want to smoke, but they were typing on the keyboards like, "Oh, I'll debate you" and all that stuff. Okay. Now, my other issue. When did you do the gaming stream, Jacob, that you told people that you were doing this?
Day before yesterday, wasn't it?
Okay,
Yeah, I think it was
so
like 2 days ago.
I had an issue with some people in the chat that were kind of like trying to make people debate when they didn't want to, and
don't do that.
Don't do
I said
that.
that at the start. Don't bully
you know who
people
you are. I already said it to the other guys. Like, don't do that. That's messed up. Like you guys are trying to make Cobra Kai World debate. He doesn't have to debate if he doesn't want to. You don't. It's not that serious. But yeah, that's all I gotta say.
No, I mentioned that at the start.
Yeah, I didn't hear you.
It's just an opportunity, and I'm going to stress this again because I'm already in a pissed off mood. Aside from context and nuance, right? This is opportunity for cordial discussion, not sandbagging. So it's not like I don't like you, Bob, because you're no, none of that. It's about maybe an opinion maybe we have or whatever, and you can challenge us on it back and forth, conversate like how we used to before this whole new era that we live in now. But hey, Last Cobra, I see you. What's up? But yeah, no bullying, no aggression of that nature in the chat, and just as cordial as possible. As cordial as possible. That's the way I'm going to say it. So the available matchups that we have based on who we have in the chat and who I got up on here. RJ versus Tristan. RJ versus Chill Dude. Man, they want all the smoke with you, bro.
Oh yeah, you know I'm a
versus
celebrity
Jay.
now. These parts, dude.
And is that it? Bruh.
I think it's only right that we play this. Hold on. Just listen. Just listen. Just listen.
Okay, so yeah. So what's going to happen is I'm going to drop the link into the chat, and the 1v1s I've just listed will go first. So RJ versus Tristan.
Stevie O is in here.
So you two will be going. You two will be going.
CVO's
up
over here.
Put it down. Put it down.
CVO, right, RJ versus CVO.
Don't put it down.
Also, I think Tristan wanted to bait me on Ragnarok. Or, sorry,
Okay,
Thor Skittles.
Right, okay, so I'm going to formulate this right now. So I want to break
Jacob,
it up because I don't know, RJ, do you want to go through all of yours first, or do you want to split it up? Up to you.
Just split it up.
Just split it up.
I think we split it up. There's too many.
Because that should be quick. I'm sorry. I want to say the Sam is the GOAT one for last. I want to split this up.
You want to save that for last, yeah?
I want to.
If anyone in the chat has any contact with Watch Party, please get him in here.
Get him in here.
Yeah.
Let me say this though.
No disrespect.
They want me to DM him. No. You DM me. I'm the GOAT.
We're on the chosen one. We're not on whatever it is they do over there. Right. So first off,
hey man,
RJ versus Tristan. And TC, I don't know. Tristan, would you? I will work it out. We'll work it out. I've got most of the matchups anyway. I'm gonna put the link in the chat.
He said he doesn't want to debate me now, but if anybody,
when Tristan's in here after he debates me, he can go right into to TCK.
I think he just said in the chat that he's messing with him.
I'm supposed to debate him too on in game.
Oh dang! Yeah, a lot. Okay.
Okay. Well, if anybody,
if it's with it being 1-on-1, is if he wants you like Mr. Goat, then us three
will shut up.
We'll shut up, and then
put your mic on mute.
I mean, you know, Tristan and you got this. Like, I don't need to interject in it. It's just if, like, when I put the link in maybe later and some Muppets start coming in going, oh, he said cock. Oh. Then I'm going to start, you know, saying, right, get the, you know, out of here. So, okay. First up with RJ Tristan is a Spider-Man debate. Let's kick it off right. Blue and red suit.
Blue and red
Everybody
suit.
silence your mics.
Yeah, I'm gonna silence mine, so we're just gonna be watching in. RJ, bro, you got this, brother.
Oh yeah. Look at King smiling.
I just want to say, get up on in here, people. I put the link in the chat. Move your ass.
Tristan, what's up?
What's up, man?
You wanna go first?
No, I'll let you go first.
Nah, I'll let you go first, bro. You coming on the Kings of Pop Culture scene? You go first.
I don't know. I don't know what to start with.
Come on, man. Don't be nervous.
Could you go first? Then I'll think of something. I'm so scared.
Okay, I'll go.
Tristan, don't worry, bro. Just
no, Tristan. I'm not gonna. I know I seem a little aggressive. I'm not gonna go after you. Come on.
No, go first, because I can't think of anything right
now. Okay, I'll go first. So what is it? All right. This debate, ladies and gentlemen, is about why I think Venom, Tom Hardy's Venom specifically, cannot beat Tom Holland's Spider-Man. Reason number one, his Venom is a bag of Skittles. In the words of TCK, it's a bag of Skittles. He's too jokey. All he cares about is eating people. He wants to go party. And he's not menacing enough. I'm going to tell you what Venom is. Venom is, in that trailer, for PS5 Spider-Man 2. That's Venom. That's Venom. And you guys are gonna hate me in the chat, but Topher Grace's Venom. That's Venom. He wasn't Eddie Brock, but he definitely was Venom. All right, what they need to do when you're writing characters in any movie, TV show, especially comic book characters, you also have to make it believable. You can't just translate it from the page and think, okay, fans are going to be stupid and not look at this and take it seriously. No. You have to make it believable. For example, William Dafoe was believable as Green Goblin. James Franco, believable as Harry Osborn.
Mm-hmm.
Alfred Molina was definitely believable as Doc Ock. Michael Keaton, believable as Vulture, but not Billy Joe Batman. But we'll get to that later. But when it comes to Tom Hardy's Venom, he's a perfect Eddie Brock. He's grizzled. He's an old school, like that very first introduction of Eddie Brock in the comics. But when his Venom, it's a joke. All he's doing, like they're trying to sell me on like this relationship that it's all like it's like a funny comedic thing. It doesn't work. And then he separates from him, and then you got the girl in the movie flirting with him to get back to Eddie. Like it's just stupid to me. Like people like to say that Tom Holland Spider-Man, he can't beat this Venom. This Venom is getting dropped off by any Spider-Man. I'll even put the cartoon Spider-Man against him. He's just not believable as Spider-Man. You get a great actor in Tom Hardy, right? He played Bane from The Dark Knight Rises, arguably his best performance in his entire acting career. And then you get him as Venom, and you just water it down. You just Thor Ragnarok the thing in like both movies, and it's ridiculous, and it's a shame because he's an A-list actor. I rest my case. Your turn.
All right. Okay, I agree. Venom in this universe is jokey as shit. I cannot lie. Like, he's so jokey. He's not like the real Venom from the PS5 game in the comics. But still, he's a pretty tough Venom. He took on Riot, who's pretty much powerful than Carnage and Shriek at the same time. And freaking Tom Holland Spider-Man, he got his ass whooped by Vulture, who's an old man in a suit.
Okay.
And I bet Venom would whoop Vulture's ass, in my opinion. Most of the time, Tom Holland Spider-Man wins in his protect. He needs his tech.
Done?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right. Let me tell you. You brought up Vulture kicking Spider-Man's ass. That's if you're a Spider-Man fan, you would know Spider-Man gets his ass kicked like all the time. That's his character. He gets his ass kicked and then he wins in the end. That's his character. So when it comes to Vulture, I mean, he may be an old man, but let's use that same logic with Tobey Maguire. William Dafoe, his Norman Osborn was old as hell, and he beat him that final battle. So, but when it comes to Venom, you can't just take that jokey joke stuff. Like, it's not gonna work with Spider-Man. Like, it's just not gonna be. It's gonna look silly on screen. Like, they gotta take that Topher Grace Venom, not the Eddie Brock. I'm talking about the Venom. Take that Venom, combine that with the game, then and make it believable. But if we're judging by right now, when they fight, it's not going to be believable. They're gonna nerf Spider-Man like they did with Daniel in the Karate Kid 3. I'm not even gonna go on that, but that's what it looks like it's gonna happen. And with Carnage, I mean, how can we even take Carnage seriously? Because the way they wrote Carnage's character is like freaking Hela in Thor Ragnarok. You're wasting another actor. You're just wasting another actor. And Shriek, nobody cares about Shriek. She didn't do anything in that movie. All she did was scream and talk seductively, like, ooh.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
So my thing is with Venom, Sony is just doing lazy writing. They're not making these characters believable. I can't even take Venom seriously. And on top of that, you get these A-list actors, right? Like, you got to make it believable. You want to go?
You did say a lot of facts there.
Okay.
You're getting me here. Shit.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, he's joking, but I still.
You got any more points? Or you want to?
I still think he's a tough Venom. I think he can take on Tom Holland's Spider-Man. Like, yeah, I feel like maybe eventually Spider-Man would win, but he's not gonna get destroyed easily.
I mean, I don't think he won't destroy him, but I think he'll beat him. And also look at it like this though: after he fights William Dafoe's Green Goblin, and all those villains, I mean, he's gonna be better than ever in his whole out of the 3 movies. He's gonna be more disciplined. So you got to look at it like that though, because now
but he's gonna get help by Toby and Andrew.
Huh?
He's gonna get help by Toby and Andrew, possibly.
Well, none of them can take on that Sinister Six by themselves. Come on, let's be real.
Yeah.
Like as much as Tobey Maguire was good at fighting, he can't take on all of them by himself.
Exactly. He would lose, of course.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is though, from context, after this movie, after Tom Holland fights all of them, because he's gonna fight them before Andrew and Toby join in.
I'll see that. Yeah, that's gonna happen.
Norman is the main. William Dafoe's Green Goblin is the main villain, so he's gonna fight Tom Holland most of the time.
Yeah,
because that's the main thing. It ain't Spider-Man fights the main villain. So after he fights him, after this movie in general, he's gonna be more disciplined as a Spider-Man, because if you look at the first 2 movies, Tom Holland's Spider-Man was more learning how to be Spider-Man. And that's what people don't realize about these movies. He's like still 15, 16. He's still learning.
Yeah,
Toby and Andrew, after they became Spider-Man, they just skipped over the whole learning curve and stuff like that. Nothing wrong with that, but that's just how it is. So I think that they have to make Venom more believable, you know?
Yeah, I agree. I do think since he probably might be more of a villain type, since he's gonna go against Spider-Man, I hope he's a little bit more like sinister like he is in the comics. I hope he's like less jokey. You know, I know he's gonna joke still. It's not gonna change, but still, I want him to be more like sinister.
Yeah, I just hate that. Like, I look at things like when it comes to characters, like you got to make it believable. Like I remember, I was debating King and TCK the other day about like the final fight between Johnny and Kreese. Like how I thought that it was a little bit not believable, but we'll get into that later. But that's what I'm saying. Like that's a good example, because you gotta make stuff believable on page. You know, you can't just say, oh well, he's this character. Well, let's look at it from the comics. No, you gotta make it believable when you're writing it, because you're writing it into a movie and stuff.
Yeah,
you gotta make me believe it. You know. Is that it? You want to keep going? You want to get on TCK's head about Thor Ragnarok?
I don't know if I'll go against him on that. He's like, he is kind of right about the movie, but I enjoy the movie. But yeah, I'm gonna
meet my thing. That was good. That was fun. Thank you for coming on here. Takes a lot of courage. You're not a keyboard warrior.
Yes.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna break on back on in here. Tristan, can everyone do me a favor right now? Raise a pint to Tristan in the chat immediately, because, like, for me,
thanks, man.
This is easy for me. And for these guys, they've had some time to adjust with it. But to come onto a space where it's just you 1 versus 1 can be daunting. And Tristan was the first up. So Tristan, you struck first, bro. So everyone, do me a favor now. Pint to Tristan immediately. And hey, that's what it's about. It's about conversation and discussion and evolving and whatnot. And if there's a takeaway from this that applies to every debate, you don't got to agree on everything. You can have cordial discussion and then say, yeah, at the end of it, just like Robbie and Miguel in season 5. Anyway, well done, Tristan. Good man, sir. Good man. Now, Tristan, while you're here, bro, would you like to challenge anyone else? I think that's how I'll do it. Instead of maybe pre-planning it, I'll have us up on in here and see if they want to challenge any one of us before they go. Up to you.
I say no. There's nobody else to challenge.
No more?
No.
No worries, man. No worries. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you off of it now, for now.
Right.
But I can put you back on later on. Skittles. Once we've done the all the one-on-ones, I'm going to literally have like the old school open debate where there's like 10 of us just overriding each other. Just
I ain't gonna hurt your feelings on in-game, bro. I ain't gonna hurt your feelings on in-game.
I like the movie. But...
It's up to you, Tristan, man. No pressure.
That's all right.
No
Yeah.
pressure, bro. No pressure. I'm just playing with you.
Okay.
But okay, bro. Okay, bro. It was solid, and thanks for going first, man. Honestly,
You're
it
welcome.
takes guts, man.
Thanks for letting me come on.
Thanks for coming
No
on,
worries,
man.
man. Come back on in the group bit where everyone's just overriding each
All
other
right.
and it's just a fucking shit.
RJ, destroy that dude. Destroy Chill Dude, please. Please.
Oh, don't worry about it, Tristan. We're
Let's
not
go.
like that.
I suppose with that, next up. Okay, Chill Dude. I'm where are you? Where are you? Chill
Wait.
Dude,
Before we
up on
get
in
started, if anyone in the chat, please debate me on Ragnarok. When I talk to these guys
there.
about it, they're
someone
mostly they
debate
agree
him
with
on
me on it.
Ragnarok, please.
I know you guys in the chat like
Somebody
this
debate
movie.
Jacob. Everybody wants to
Yeah,
debate
yeah,
me, man.
yeah.
I just have to
Fuck
say
The
one
thing is-
thing. I have to say one thing. I did not wear this Batman shirt and this Batman hat for no reason. So, like, listen, like anybody can get it on Batman 89 and 92. It's overrated as hell.
Abash, you better be in the chat.
Go ahead.
Don't back out.
So if anyone wants to debate me on if you guys think
And
Ragnarok is a
someone
good Marvel
come up,
movie,
come on, I want someone to literally challenge me, push me. Seriously, I want to be pushed harder than What's a good analogy? Who's been pushed lately? I don't know, Miguel.
Robbie
okay.
off the or Miguel off the balcony.
I gotta say one more thing. Bruce Lee is not a real fighter.
Oh, stirring up the controversy. I love it. Okay, so seems like fucking everyone wants RJ. So Chill Dude, CVO. You guys are up next against the man himself, and then once you're done with RJ, you know you can debate me on anything, King on anything, TCK.
Man, I am the Daryl of this Kings of Pop Culture at this point.
Yeah, but I don't know what I am. Like, no one wants to touch me on nothing. I'm just like,
I'm the
come on.
Daryl, bro.
Okay, so have we got a CVO up on in here? Yes, Chosen Vader owner. You're up next, pal. RJ, good luck. We're all counting on you.
Yo,
What's up,
oh my
CPO?
god.
Good luck, boys.
Oh my
You
god.
want to go first? You got to go first because Tristan, I went first last time, so.
All
you gotta
right,
go
bet.
first.
Okay,
Give me the
before
nuance. I need two things. Give me nuance and context. Here you go.
why?
What?
Why?
Because that's what you do in a debate. You give nuance and context. Go.
Stop overusing my phrase.
I love those two words, Jacob. I'm sorry.
Dude, listen, I don't hate Sam, okay? I don't hate her that much. I just hate her a little bit.
Okay.
All right. She's not the GOAT. She's not the GOAT.
That's it. That's all you gotta say.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Dang. Well, hold on. Let me explain to you what that term means on why
Okay.
she's the GOAT. I don't mean like she's the greatest of all time, like Tom Brady is the greatest of all time, or I'm the greatest of all time. What I mean by that is she very well could be the greatest of all time. So that's why I call her the GOAT, because if she would have kept fighting and like kept training and all that stuff, didn't take any breaks, she'll be better than Miguel. She'll be like top notch above everybody else.
Yeah, I know.
She's already one of the top 3 fighters out of all the kids. So, but could you tell me why you don't like her? Like, why do you think she's not the GOAT? Like, why do you think, give me the nuance and context.
She's just annoying.
She's annoying. So, like, define annoying.
Why?
What do you mean why? Like, tell me why you think she's annoying. Like, what did she do that's annoying?
Wait, one sec. Oh, okay. Alright, I'm sorry, dude. I'm just talking to my friend.
Oh, okay.
Alright. How do I identify annoying?
Like, why do you think she's annoying? Like, what? Like, tell.
Listen, season 1, season 2, she was just so annoying. Okay, I know. But season 3, I already know she had a better arc.
Okay.
And yeah, I liked her in season 3, but season 2, no.
Season 2, no. All right. So, like, what did she do in season 2? Like,
Bro, oh my god. Do I have to explain the whole thing? Okay, I'll explain the whole thing. Okay. Okay, she cheated on Robbie to kiss Miguel. Oh my god, what else? She's jealous. Okay, one sec. one sec. Oh, she doesn't know the meaning of friendship.
All right, watch party. Keep going.
That's it, bro. That's it.
All right, so now I'm about to eat my breakfast. All right, so
Sorry.
for one, all right, for one, you say that she cheated like everybody else did. Also, my boy Miguel also cheated, and he was sober to the T, man. He was so sober, he probably didn't have anything to drink at that party. He probably drunk Sprite, but that's either here or there. So why is it that she's blamed for cheating, but not Miguel when he was sober?
I don't know.
He went in full on with that kiss. You know, I mean, I would too, but still, I mean, like he just went in full on.
All right, fine. I blame Sam and Miguel. Okay, there. Let's end it there.
Okay, so
Yo, sorry. This is so funny.
so you just came on here to just like lose, or did you like? What
Yeah. I guess so.
All right, let me look at another challenge here. All right, the last Cobra. Yeah, you're next. All right, after what's his name? Chill, dude. Yeah, get him in here, Jacob.
All right.
Get him in here.
I'm a break on back on in here. CVO, everyone in the chat, raise a point to CVO. Now, I want to address this because this little arsehole in the comments says, you're enabling bullying. No, unfortunately for you, Alex, I'm enabling discussion and conversation, something that's lost in modern society by people like you that sit behind NPC default profiles spamming keyboards. So, everyone, raise a pint to CVO immediately for coming on in here, for being the second in, and at least having a cordial discussion with RJ. Everyone do that. Come on, do that. I encourage you to
raise a
get
pint for CVO.
right now.
No, actually, nice job,
know.
RJ. Nice job, bro.
Thank you.
I was remaining silent while I saw that comment. Sorry, Alex, you lack the ability to instill nuance and context.
We don't bully here.
Get up on in here, Alex. I want someone on me.
We don't. We
All
don't.
right,
bully
guys.
here.
I'll see you guys late. I'll see you later.
Yeah. You can come back in the group bit, man. But a good job, CVO, man.
All right.
Good job. Points to CVO. Yeah, Alex said you
Salute.
yeah, Alex doesn't know what the hell he's on about.
We don't do bullying here. I literally kicked out a bully
The
before.
problem is, this is exactly what I mean. Is people think discussion and conversation is bullying. No, bullying is hiding behind the keyboard and attacking other people. That's what that is. Loser.
You need to do.
All right,
You guys
anyway.
need to learn how to debate and have discussion. It helps you out in the long term. That's what college used to be like.
And also,
Used to be like.
I know this doesn't mean anything, but do I have to go first every time? I'm just saying. Like I don't. Come on, like you challenge
I
me.
think it says a lot. I think it says a lot about you when you go first. Just saying. Like I mean, in like everyone in the chat, like it brings a lot.
They show you respect, bro.
Yeah.
I know. But I'm just saying though. Like you know, you challenge.
I'm just telling
me.
people in the chat. It says a lot about the debate. About your debate. If you go first, if you volunteer.
Okay.
It's because you're the man, RJ. You're the man.
You the
bro.
best. All right. Oh man.
You guys were in sync there.
So what we're gonna do? Yeah, Anderson, exactly. It's a bunch of losers hiding behind their keyboards, isn't it? Go outside, get some fresh air. I said this is a
Jacob,
communal
let's have a
area.
debate on why Venom will appear.
So,
Tristan, don't worry about it. I got you. I ain't gonna let anybody make fun of you or anything. I got everybody in the chat. I got you.
No. Again, like this isn't
We all
enforcing bullying.
we all family.
Tristan,
Just sometimes every
don't
once in a while you got to get popped across your head by your older brother. Just to
be fair, like listen, sometimes I lose debates with these guys when we are offline. Like I lose badly.
yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about it, Tristan.
Yeah, don't worry.
you are
Tristan,
good people.
CVO, you guys are the goats. Seriously, you are.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
So the last of the of the scheduled 1v1s is Chill Dude. Now, Chill Dude, before I bring you on, I have no doubt you're going to go for RJ first. But when you're said and done, you can argue with TCK. You can have a 1v1 with King or me. I'm just throwing that out there. You know, I'm just
Please do.
debate Jacob on something. Good
Yeah.
grief.
It's his channel.
Well, I think everyone's just, you know.
They just staying away from that one, bro. They staying away from that one.
Trying to stay
Connor,
mod.
my dude, what's going on, Connor?
Anyway, I'm gonna get Chill Dude up on in here. Chill Dude, your time is now, bro. Hey Connor, I see you in the chat. Okay, Chill Dude, you have the floor with RJ, my man. I hope you're good. Have a good discussion.
Alright. This man said Sam's a GOAT, and I strongly disagree.
Okay.
The reason Sam is not a GOAT is because I think out of all the characters, she has some of the worst nuance in her writing out of all of them.
All right, can you like elaborate?
Okay, for example, right, in the beginning of her show, to start her arc of fear, right, she's like getting made fun of the school for getting a fight with Tory, right? Yeah, she calls Tory's like crazy and is like scared of her from like scratching her with a knuckle bracelet, even though that's the same thing she's mad at people for like calling her crazy
I'm
for.
so
That's
listening.
just one example. Wait, where RJ go?
I think you might have scared him away. Just kidding.
Oh, yeah, it's because RJ finally missed his match.
I don't want to keep going until I know he's listening.
Yeah, that took a turn for the worse. RJ, get back in here, brother. Oh, sorry, Brown. I forgot to say it before the thing happened. I was supposed to say fight, but yeah, but yeah. Maybe he's thinking. He's thinking momentarily. Is there any one of us that you want to challenge afterwards, Chill Dude, to a debate once you're finished with RJ, or vice versa?
I'm gonna need y'all to hear some takes because I agree with pretty much most of the things Jacob says.
Ooh.
So talking Cobra Kai or King Jr., you got anything?
Thor Ragnarok.
You got
Thor
Thor
Ragnarok.
Ragnarok, Batman 89 and 92 is severely overrated, or like I don't believe Bruce Lee is a real fighter.
Yeah, we can all unmute till RJ comes back. We can all unmute.
Yeah, that guy sounds like a menace. I'm not debating him.
All right,
Oh,
sorry.
RJ's back.
No, I had to handle something with my mom. All right. So what were you? What did you say?
All right, back to-
Go ahead. Start over.
Okay. So what I was saying, the reason I don't think Sam is the greatest of all time is because I think she has some of the worst nuance in her writing out of all the characters.
Okay.
An example I gave for this is let's start right at the beginning of her season 3 arc, right? She's like getting made fun of at the school because of fighting Tory. People think she's like the crazy bitch, right? But yes, she's like telling Miguel and stuff that she thinks Tory is crazy, despite her and Tory being in a similar situation. Yes, she judges Tory for the things she doesn't want to be judged on.
Okay. So I'll get to that in a minute. But when it comes to, if you listen to what I said earlier, when I mentioned that when I started that trend, for one, when I started the trend, Sam is a GOAT, I did it because it pisses all of you guys off, which I'm still gonna do. Number two, I said it because she could have been the best like student fighter, and you can still argue that she still is the best kid fighter. But regards to Tory and her crazy, Tory is crazy. I mean, she tried to kill somebody over a kiss. I mean, if you try to do that, you got to get checked out. And I like Tory, but when she was telling Miguel that she went crazy, I mean, like, wouldn't you tell someone that she went crazy when she tried to get a spike bracelet and tried to stab you in the head? I mean, wouldn't you? I'm just saying.
I don't think it's fair considering the circumstances, right? Because they're in a similar situation, right? But I don't think Sam like truly understands like the weight of her actions because for like from the moment she met Tori, she was immediately judging her. Like when they were at that party with Aisha, she literally made an assumption that Tori stole from her mom with no evidence and reached for her purse and she got freaking body slammed into all the suites. That's
All
like
right,
the
I'll give you
first
this
like
though.
first impression. And then it just goes on a downward spiral from there. She's always judging
All
Tori.
right,
Like
I'll
at
give
the
you this
roller
though.
rink, she's like, I can't believe you would hang out with someone like her. So Sam, it's not just the kiss. The kiss may have been like the fuse, but Sam should know that there was a lot before that. I don't think if they like just met and then Miguel kissed Sam just like point blank, Tori would fight her. It was only because of those other actions that Sam like got herself in that situation to be fought.
All right, but here's my problem though. When it comes to Tori, yeah, she obviously didn't steal her mom's wallet, but when you steal like something, like when you steal like anything, she stole the liquor, so that gives someone like an assumption. Granted, you
She
don't
stole
go off anything.
silverware.
Hold on, I mean, but still, you're still stealing. Stealing is stealing. It don't matter. It don't matter what it is. I mean, you shouldn't do that. But
Okay.
what I'm saying is, Tori, I feel it's not just a kiss. I mean, you can say that, but that gave Tori a reason to justify what she was trying to do initially in that school fight. Because granted, you can make an argument that Tori was starting all this crap with Sam. Look at it when the party. I mean, she's over here calling her out just because she walked down a flight of stairs. I mean, not a flight of stairs, but she walked outside, and you're talking about you're making like assumptions like, oh well, you should what did she say, like a rich joke or whatever? I mean, yeah,
She
Sam.
said she made fun of Sam because she assumed Sam couldn't drink.
Yeah. So what about that? I mean, you can't just look at it just on Sam's side. Tori had
I'm
a big
definitely
part
don't
to
think
play.
it's only Sam's fault. Okay, let's look at it from Sam's perspective. Things Tori has done to her. She stole silverware. She falsely accused Tori of stealing from her mom. But Tori was innocent.
I agree, but like she's not completely innocent though, because she tried to kill her over a kiss.
What
I mean
reasons
that
does
is
Sam
like
have to hate Tori
when you
after
have a
that?
spike bracelet
Because
and
the
you
next time they
saying no
meet, Sam
mercy
immediately like
and
antagonizes Tori at the roller rink.
to like strike, she was intent to kill. You can't lie there. And I like Tori's character. Like I like her character, but like you talked about the whole thing with the cheating thing and why she was being blamed. That was the point on the writers. They were doing that for a reason, because when there's two people between a boy and a girl, when it involves two people cheating, the girl gets blamed like more than the guy. That's a fact. That is true. I hate to bring
Yes, there's definitely a double standard.
I mean, yeah, I hate to bring that up, but that is true. So that was the point of the writers. But like, I feel like a lot of guys like Watch Party and these other YouTubers, I feel like they missed her storyline. And I'm not saying Sam is completely innocent. Don't get me wrong. I mean, like I used to actually not like Sam back in season 1. But my problem is people blame her for the majority of actions. But when you got characters like Hawk, Johnny, and Daniel who have done way worse than
It's because Sam's a girl. I agree with that. It's because Sam's a girl.
That's what I'm saying though. But when
But I
say
still don't
Sam
think
is
she's a
the
goat.
you guys get triggered over it.
I think that Sam is not a goat compared to some of these other characters that make worse or equals mistakes to her, because of the way that Sam handles her mistakes versus how other people handle their mistakes, or at least how the writers handle it, I should say.
I can actually agree with you on that. But I think up until season 3, I feel like I could agree with you on that. Like season 1 and 2, she didn't handle her mistakes as well. But look at it like this though, in season 3, where when she left Miguel in the hospital, right? And Hawk tells her, like, you've done enough and all that stuff. But she actually raised a fundraiser for him and stuff like that. And I feel like that was her way of handling her mistake, because she felt like she was in the wrong for that, even though like everybody, in my personal opinion, I feel like Sam and Dimitri were the only ones that actually acknowledged their mistake. Well, maybe not Dimitri, because they didn't really dwell on it, but they could have done it off screen. But they were the only ones that really like blamed themselves for the school fight. Like guys like Tori, Hawk, what did they do for Miguel? They do shit. And Hawk's supposed to be like Miguel's best friend. Like they didn't blame themselves for the school fight. Like everybody had a part to play. Like Tori didn't even visit Miguel. I'm just saying.
Tori did not visit Miguel. That was definitely a fault on Tori. But think about it like this: Miguel cheated on her, right?
That's true.
Tori did not directly mean for his injury to happen. She had no way of knowing it could happen. It's a very awkward situation for her to like be like, "What's up, Miguel?" Like you have to understand from Tori's perspective that could have been a very difficult choice. As for Hawk,
Okay.
he didn't do anything for Miguel, but through his eyes, his revenge on Miyagi-Do was doing something for Miguel, even though it actually wasn't. I'm just saying through the character's eyes, he did something. And as
Well,
for
do all
Sam with
that
the
after you're
fundraiser
done.
and stuff, yeah, she tries to atone for it, but then later in the season, you have her doing stuff like beating up Cobra Kai because they broke a science project.
Well, I'll get to that in a minute, but when it comes to the whole of Cobra Kai in season 3, where they were doing like a bunch of stupid stuff, they were using Miguel's injury as a way to justify what they were trying to do and hurting people. That's a fact. Look at what Hawk was doing with Nate. I mean, you beat up a little kid for money. You're just doing it because, oh, your best friend's in the hospital, but in reality, you're just doing it because you just want to fight somebody. That
I don't,
and
I don't think that's fair though.
hold on. When you brought up the soccer fight or whatever you brought, what'd you bring up? The whole the school project?
Yeah.
I mean, what are you just gonna let your friend like get like he destroyed his science project because he was talking to his ex that, mind you, she broke up with you because you were bullying your own best friend over a review? I mean, come on though. You gotta look at it like this though. Hawk, and I love Hawk. He's one of my favorite characters. But he's a bitch. I mean, the man literally beats up little kid for money. He bullied his own best friend, and he people are like, "Oh, well, Sam started it." Well, I'll put it like this though: if your friends are getting bullied at school constantly, well, not even just bullied, but like just getting ragged on. I mean, you got your science project getting messed up. I don't care. I don't care what happens. From where I come from, no, you ain't getting away with that. Like, I don't care if it's on school or off school grounds. We're gonna fight. Seriously. Like,
All right, that's real shit. I hear you, but listen to this.
Hold on. People blame Sam for the arcade fight. She went there because Chris was almost about to lose his job because they were messing with him at work. Like, you already messed with me at school. Now you mess with me at work. I mean, enough's enough. So that's why she went there. But I will say this, though. I do blame her for freaking out, but PTSD is a motherfucker. Go ahead.
Okay, here's my response. I guess the main points right now are the soccer fight, the arcade fight, and how that relates to Hawk / Cobra Kai. Starting with the soccer fight, I definitely agree. If your friends are getting like constantly bullied, there's no say what you want. Violence is not the answer, but if that's what it comes down to, that's what it comes down to. It wasn't repeated. It wasn't repeated enough for the. I don't think it was repeated enough for the reaction that she gave because Hawk and Dimitri left each other alone. Hawk got jealous, kicked Dimitri's project. That was the first time he messed with him since they fought in season 2. And Sam's like, "All right, boys, it's time to fight them. We're gonna show them we're not doormats." Even though Hawk didn't do anything to her, the only time Hawk did something to her because she intervened into the situation and like tried to she literally shoved Hawk trying to initiate a fight in the cafeteria. The only reason she was mad at Hawk is because he lied to Counselor Blatt. So I don't think the situation was severe enough to like her to like already be trying to like fight him on like some gang shit. But let's go to the arcade fight. I definitely agree the Cobras were being like assholes, like messing with Chris. But after seeing the school fight, I don't know why she would like try to mess with Cobra Kai. And then she gets scared of Tori when she shows up and they get back up and she cries and doesn't save Dimitri from getting his arm broken. When she asked how many of them were there, they said 4. She did not ask who those 4 was. If she knows Tori is in Cobra Kai, why didn't she like? Did it ever occur to her Cobra Kai to get back up? And what was her plan? Were they just gonna beat them up for a while? Like what? She just kicking like Rickenberger around, and then I feel like she has very extreme reactions. But when her actions, like the consequences come, her reaction to the consequences aren't as equivalent to her anger that she gives initially. Well, I feel like with characters like Hawk, you see the anger initially, but you see the regret after their actions better than the writers portray Sam.
Okay, but you said that she didn't have to mess with Hawk. That's like saying, okay, if someone's messing with like Jacob or TCK, I'm not just gonna stand by and let them bully. Like, get the fuck out of here. Nah, like I can see why she did that. Like, nah. I don't know where you go to school at or where you're from, but if someone's messing with my homies, nah, you're getting your ass kicked. I don't care. Like, I'm not gonna just sit by and just let you like bully them. And with the school fight, I mean not the school fight, the arcade fight, Chris texted her Cobra Kai is messing with him at work. So she asked him, yeah, how many are there? But she probably assumed that Tory was in juvie or whatever. She probably assumed that. Like, she didn't know what happened to Tory. So that's why. And I do agree that she should have went in there with more reinforcements. But again, I don't care if PTSD like gets in the way. Like, I don't care if I know PTSD is gonna get in the way. I'm not about to sit up here and let this man get messed with at work. And you brought up the Dimitri thing. No. That's Hawk's fault. He didn't want to do that. Hawk did not have to do that, but he did it anyway. No, I don't want to hear anything about peer pressure. No. When you break your best friend's arm, and he's lucky that Dimitri forgave him so easily. And I think that's going to play into season 4. But no, you can't blame Sam for that. You got to blame Hawk for that. You don't break your own best friend's arm. Even if you having issues, you don't do that. Like, that's fucked up.
All right. You know what? That's fair. We don't have to get mad at Sam for not saving Dimitri, because if she was affected by the PTSD, it is what it is. I stand by what I said about her reactions to the situations being too extreme. If Hawk had physically injured Dimitri at the school, maybe I would see why the soccer fight happened. As for Chris losing his job, I think even if she assumed Tory was in juvie or something, I don't think she should have just made assumptions if she's gonna literally jump some kid, and then she's gonna cry
They
about
ain't
it at the
jumping if they
hospital.
both know karate.
Huh?
It ain't jumping if it's like gang on gang. It was like they all know karate. They ain't no jumping.
They all know karate, but they did have one extra person, and then they had an element of surprise. But hey, whoever strikes first. But
I mean, Cobra Kai had an extra person. They had like a bunch of people in that house fight. I mean, if Hawk doesn't change sides, they don't win.
True. All right. That's basically my issues with her for the first half of the season. I don't have too much issues with her in the latter half of season 3. Other than I thought her episode with Daniel on the when they went fishing, I thought that was a little bit of a boring episode, or at least poorly handled. When I felt like they had a really good concept. The only time I liked the episode was when the Mike Barnes flashback came in. Other than that, Sam was fine with me, and towards the end of season 3. So on that aspect of her being a GOAT, I mean, it's pretty subjective. It's her first half of season 3 and season 1 and 2 that annoys me.
Okay, I actually agree, because I used to not like Sam. In season 1, I didn't like Sam. It was until like the second half of season 2 I started to really like her character. And not to mention, Ray Mouse is fine. But I can make another case for Daniel in the Karate Kid Part 1. Like, I'm not just judging, like saying this to you, but a lot of people get on Sam for little things. She is her father's daughter. I mean, Daniel did the same thing to Johnny.
Daniel was a little bitch back in the day. Not gonna cap.
Yeah, but I'm just saying though. At least you can point that out. No one else points that out though.
All right. What was the other reason you said she was a GOAT? You liked her fighting style or something?
Yeah.
You know what? That's fair. Sam has some pretty badass fight scenes. I get very annoyed where people criticize Mary Mauser for her stunt work.
Thank you.
Other than that, the only thing about Sam's GOATness that annoys me is this isn't really like a point against you, but I think the whole like people want her to win All Valley thing, like against her versus Robbie finals. I think that's one of the few theories Jacob made that I didn't like. I don't know how you feel about that, but
her being in the All Valley.
You're the GOAT, Jacob. But
are you asking me how do I feel about her being in the final against Robbie?
Yeah.
Well, okay, I'll put it to you like this though. I think it makes sense because I've watched the show like over like 50 times, but if you look at the end of season 1, they're like actually throughout season 1, they're like teasing her arc, right? From like in like the future of her character about her fighting. Like, Daniel was like, what, you want to do karate? She's like, no. And then like at the end, like after she sees the All Valley, she does like that move thing, and then she does a pose, and it's teasing that. And then season 2 and 3, it's building up to season 4. I think that it'll be terrible to not have her in the All Valley against Robbie, because think about it like this though, they're marketing it as the soul of the Valley, so why not go back to, you have the kids go against each other from like their parents, like you got Johnny's son against Daniel's daughter, like it's hair versus hair, so it only makes sense. And as much as I love Miguel, that's my boy, Miguel is still recovering for one, and number two, Robbie and Miguel, it gets boring. Like,
I definitely agree. If Robbie and Miguel is the final finale for season 4, that would be straight trash.
And because think about it like this though, if Robbie fights Sam in the final, right? And I'm just gonna come out and say it. Most people that are saying they want like a separate division, they're only saying that because they don't want Sam to make it to the final. That's the only reason why they're saying it.
No, Watch Party's theory of a separate bracket, that's shit. I'm gonna just say it. It's shit.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, like, when it comes to Sam versus Robbie, it has more. When you do a final fight, you gotta pick two. And luckily, I'm not in the writer's room, but if you gotta have two fighters that it's gonna end off the All Valley well, and I think that's the only one, because it just makes too much sense for, like, because if you have Robbie and Miguel, you can have Robbie and Miguel fight, but I'd rather it be in the semis rather than it being in the final. It just makes more sense.
All right, on that point,
like, Sam doesn't have to win. I want Robbie to win because I want
Robbie to win too.
Heroes.
On that point, I would like Sam and Robbie to fight, but listen to this. I think it should be the semis, because Robbie and Sam being a finale, when people say it would be a good finale, it's not because of anything Sam and Robbie have actually done to each other that would be impactful. It's only their father's legacy, which is why people want to see that, not the characters themselves. And what Cobra Kai has done better than other shows is that these new characters stand on their own grounding. So I think whoever fighting the finale, it should be their story arc between them, which is why we're excited for them to fight. So imagine this, a Sam versus Robbie semi match, with the other semi match being Hawk versus Tory, and Hawk beats Tory, and Robbie beats Sam, and you have a Hawk versus Robbie final. I'm just saying.
Okay. So I can put it to you like this though. You said like you want more emotional weight and build up, right? So what if they do that with season 4? Because look at it like this though. Episode 8, where Robbie comes into Miyagi-Do and he tries to punch Miguel, and Sam's like what the hell? And she defends him and all that stuff. But hold on though. All season long, she thought that he kicked him over the balcony on purpose. That's what she was debating on. They kind of teased that when she was being interviewed for that news report and all that stuff. So, and in episode 10, after like Robbie tells him to get out of here, when he was with Kreese, and they find out that he's with Kreese now, they showed Daniel, Johnny, and Miguel's face. I could see a scenario where they build up to them fighting in the finale, and then season 4, let's say Miguel's the one trying to get Robbie to come home, basically, but Sam's like, she's not having any of it because he tried to punch Miguel and try to fight him again in the dojo, and she's conflicted, and she's like, I don't want to help him. He chose a side. It could be a scenario like that, and it could build up to the fight where they fight in the final. You just never know. The good thing that Cobra Kai does so well is that it's the little things. You have to watch it more than once. It's the little things, they tease it and all that stuff, and then it happens in the future. Because look at it like this though. Nate got beat up by Hawk in season 3. By the teaser trailer, it looks like Hawk is helping Nate. You never know.
True. I will say that if season 4, if it capitalizes off of the small seeds we have so far and make them grow, I will warm up to the idea of a Sam Robbie finale. The only reason I'm not as warmed up to it is because I'm concerned for other characters like Hawk's redemption, Miguel's recovery arc, Dimitri's like Neville Longbottom arc.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want those to get stunted because the writers want to do a Daniel versus LaRusso like rematch, but via their kids, if that makes sense.
Well, I do agree on that, but
and Tori's arc of like her downfall. I don't want that to get sidetracked too. Because I think it'd be very great for Tori to beat Sam finally in season 4, but I don't know how you feel about that.
Oh, her like them coming to an understanding?
No, them like fighting. I don't want them to be friends.
I don't want them to fight. I mean, I want them to fight. I mean, they could fight, but for me personally, like I don't really. They're gonna have if Tory does somehow beat Sam in the final. I mean, in the All Valley or whatever. They better make that shit believable. They better make it hard believable because she got her ass kicked twice. I'm just saying. But as you brought up like other characters' arcs, well, let's think about like this though. Cobra Kai is like what 30 minutes, sometimes 40 minutes an episode. They do a great job of like writing characters. They do it way better than Stranger Things. They have like what an hour episode, and they do it in 30 minutes. They have each character have an arc, so I'm not really worried about that per se. But I do see your point on that. But as far as like Tory in the All Valley, like I just want more backstory on Tory. I like Tory's character.
Like, you want to know why she is the way she is?
Yeah, because I ain't got much to go off of. Like, her mom's poor. I get it. She's sick, and she has a little brother. I get it, but it's I want more backstory because she's just a cartoon villain. At this point, so.
I mean, I would argue, but you know what? There's gonna be some more Tory debates later today. I'm gonna just let my man Cobra Kai handle that.
All right, but yeah, like I just think that I trust the writers. I trust the big three.
True. If the writers can do anything, they can make any character cool because
they do it in 30 minutes though. Like they have like that's the thing. Like I still don't understand. Like they have so many characters. And they do it in 30 minutes, like each episode, and sometimes 40. Like they do.
I feel like I'm as invested as how well Chris does in the All Valley, as I am as like how well Dimitri does. Like I don't want Chris to get shafted. Like I think they have a generally likable cast.
Yeah. I want them to do more with Chris, and I've been like the biggest Kyler critic on this channel. But I'll say this though, I want what I want from Kyler. I want no more of like the and the shit in my mouth. I want more.
So basically, you don't want Kyler to be like a Saturday morning cartoon.
I want more development out of him. I don't want I'm tired of all this the Ronaldo bootleg sweep celebration. Like I want more development out of him and stuff like that.
If they build Kyler up to a serious threat in season 4, and Dimitri still beats him, that would just be such a gas moment.
I actually said this multiple times. I think what should happen is Kyler is like it'll make more sense for Dimitri's arc. Kyler's beating him in the All Valley, and Dimitri makes a comeback. That's what I think should happen, and he beats him. I think that's like the prediction that I'm certain will happen in season 4.
Dimitri versus Kyler. That's the one match that if I had to bet my life on it happening, I would say that.
But yeah, I want to see like street fights. I want to see like Sam and Robbie fight, not just in the All Valley, but in a street fight. I want to see that. I want to see
the thing about season 4. I don't know how they'll do street fights because Miyagi Fang is so large.
That is true. You
have Hawk there, and Hawk is like strong as hell.
Hawk, I love my boy, but he got to get his ass whooped this. He got to get his ass whooped this season. He's got it. Like, listen,
bro. They didn't show his head in the teaser, bro. He catches those hands at least once in the season.
Oh yeah, I agree, 100%.
But yeah, other than that, Sam, she's a very controversial character.
Okay.
I feel like if Sam was a male with just some, I feel like if Sam was Daniel LaRusso's son, just with some things tweaked, she'd probably be liked more. But I mean, she has her flaws. I wouldn't call her a goat, but would I say she's a bad character? No.
That's fair. You definitely challenged me on this debate. I like it. I gotta give props.
Right.
But yeah,
gotta put respect where respect is due.
Yeah.
As for the others, I don't know much about freaking Batman 19 something.
Oh, oh yeah, we'll get Abbas in on here in a minute. But I'm sure I got more debates. It was good talking to you, chill dude. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks. Does Talking Cobra Kai have any takes, or Jacob?
Do you watch Marvel?
Okay. Everyone, you know the drill. A pint immediately to chill, dude. Immediately, chill.
Yeah.
Dude. What a debate that was.
What a debate. That was fun.
Back and forth, conversing points. I love it. I just want to also say, like, King was
Good job,
the
bro.
first to start the Sam versus Robbie. That
Damn right.
So also, if you see any other creators, running circles with it, I just remember where it came from. But yeah, chill, dude.
Yeah, bravo,
Well,
man.
Great job,
bro.
man.
You definitely
Good job.
challenged me. That was great. I
If,
was
And
hoping.
you know what?
if Watch Party is watching this, I just want you to hear this. A female All Valley bracket alongside that male All Valley bracket is one of the most dumb theories I've ever heard in my life.
Thank you.
I'm a second that. The reason people don't want us, they want a separate division is because they don't want Sam anywhere near the final.
Yeah.
But at least with you, chill, dude, you gave reasons why. Hawk in the final, I can dig that too. That's still
I
sick.
can dig that
I
too.
like
Yeah.
that. Oh god, that could be so. Oh god, could you imagine how bitter that could be if they build it outright? But yeah, bro, brilliant
Bravo.
stuff. Chill. Brilliant. I love it. You brought
Hats
points.
off,
Great
everyone.
job.
Literally,
Hopefully
I
the
was
debates are
like,
as good.
Is how a debate happens, and at the end of it, you go, fair.
yeah,
Boom.
that was good.
Context and nuance.
Bravo.
That's good.
But chill, dude. Would you like to debate any of us on anything? Any of the three up here? I want to give my man's RJ a break. He's been kind of going for the last hour.
All right, Jacob, if I remember, you said there was something you said about Tory in
Here we
one
go.
video. What was it? I think it was what to expect from Tory in season 4. Hold on.
Yeah. Oh, digging up my files.
You gotta dig up the receipts, huh?
Them
See,
receipts.
the thing about these YouTubers, bro, everything they say is like for forever.
That's pretty much that's true. That's fair.
That is true.
That is true. What would you like the? Oh, we got Yinko up on in here. I'm just gonna bring him up here. He's his fellow
Yinko.
king. Yinko, bro. So, what would you like to debate me on, chill, dude?
Well,
Basically, what I want to do, I just feel like you're too harsh on Tori in like regards to her like relationship with like Sam. Because I remember you said this. You said that in the beginning of season 4, you thought Tori would had a pretty good arc with her and Kreese, but you said like once like her conversation with Miguel and like the house fight happened, you said like you basically found it very difficult to understand her. And while I used to agree with that, on further reflection, I would say it's not as difficult to see where Tori is coming from as you might be making it out to be.
So, okay, here's the thing with Tori, and this is me basically giving the real reason Tori was brought into the show, and I'm not giving the story like I've been itching for this. The reason Tori was brought into this show was for no other reason than to be an opposite to Sam. That was the only reason she was brought in. There was no other reason to bring her in with her own meaningful story other than Sam needed a rival. It wasn't going to be Aisha. It was going to be Tori. So that was why she was brought in. And my problem with Tori's character is just that throughout the show, we're given these little nuggets of information, but we're not allowed to spend time with it. And the difference it's made to someone like Robbie and Tori are very similar. Going back to season 1, right? I hated Robbie's ass. I thought he was an annoying little prick. I was like, get this 90s heartthrob wannabe out of here. Get him away from my man Miguel. Get him away from Sam. Get him out of here and tell him to get a trim. Get him out of here. But then I started rewatching the show, and around season 2, I was like, okay, there's a lot to Robbie's character. There is a lot to Robbie's character. And now Robbie's my dude. But this is where I want that same treatment for Tori because I don't feel like she's gotten it yet. I feel like Tori's character is inconsistent. Her motivations are not clear. 1 minute, she's looking after her sibling and her sick mother. Then she goes and breaks into a house after damn near taking someone's face off in a school fight. Like that's stupid. But I can instill the reason as to why she did it. She was, heartbroken, obviously, of the cheating. But she knew Miguel was never over Sam. She knew that. Yet she really pushed the relationship forward. And with Tori, when she sees Miguel, she doesn't want, it feels like she's not as really sorry about it. She feels guilty about it, but she can't quite process it. And this is the problem that the show has. It's not necessarily a problem with Tori. this is the nuance that Tori needs. Just an excuse for me to say nuance again. This is the nuance that she needs in season 4. I want more of this. And the reason I want Cobra Kai to win is because we're going to see the motivations for Robbie. We're going to see the motivations for Tori. Why is Tori the way she is? How did she get to this position? What's home life really like for her? Because one of my favorite scenes in season 3, and I did a video on it a while ago, was Kreese visiting Tori while she was at her house. And, she was like, look, I can't, do this. I can't go back to the dojo. I've got to take 2 jobs now. I've got to do all this. But I feel like Tori's just there and it's just mentioned in passing. We're not given enough time to expand upon it. And that's one of the great things I'll say about this show is that literally just a few key scenes is all we need to go, you know what, Tori? You're not crazy, but I understand what you're doing. I don't like you for doing it, but I understand why you're doing it. And the scene where she's talking to Miguel in season 2, where, she tells the story about her mum, how her mum was fired because food was getting thrown out. It's scenes like that we need more of, that give that detail to where we can go, you know what, Tori, we really root for you. But until then, it's just mostly she's just an opposite to Sam, if you see what I mean. Like, that's my issue with it, is I feel like I really want to know Tori. How is she in this position, Okay. And I think this is a problem. Now we've removed the love triangles from the situation. Keep Miguel and Sam together. Don't do any more of that. Just leave that as it is. That's that. With Tori and Robbie now on the same page, they can hopefully, God willing, get the best out of each other throughout season 4 and beyond. And Robbie can really help us see Tori's point of view. And I feel like there is going to be a moment in season 4 where the dynamic of this show shifts. I think this season is going to be the end of old rivalries. I think it's going to be a change. There's going to be a part of this season that really changes things. And I don't see Tori and Sam ever being the best of friends, but it'll be more of like, you're all right. So I just want I want more story for her. I want more backstory. I want more detail. That's all I want. And the thing is with Tori, now that Panelists is bumped up to a regular. Who's this madness in the chat?
I don't mean to interrupt, but this dude just wanted to ask you, why do you love Robbie so much?
There's a link. All right, Craven Moorhead. Thanks for interrupting me, Craven. There is a link at the top of the thing. Get up on in here. I'm gonna roast your ass next. So with that, I just want more detail. I know it. Like I do play it off as a bit of she's crazy. Obviously, she's not crazy. It's just like the scenes that we have gotten from her are very, you think I'm crazy, I don't want those scenes. I want the scenes with her and Kreese. I want the scenes where we see a bit more about her home life. Maybe we get.
You want the scenes where Tori seems vulnerable.
Yes, that's it. More of that. And I feel like with the scene where her and Robbie were both in the juvenile probation center, whatever it was, I want to see more of that for her. Like, she's clearly got some experience in that, arena, in that field of life. I just want more for that. And I really feel like we're going to get it. Now that Panelists has been bumped up to a regular, we're going to see more of it. So I'm looking forward to where Tori's character is going to go. Because as of right now, it's kind of hard to get behind her.
The only thing that scares me for how the writers are going to handle her in season 4, I don't know if the writers are capable of...
This is what I mean, is because she was introduced to be Sam's rival, I could see Tori's character really taking the fall for the events that happen in this show. I could really see Tori's character, and I don't want that, but I feel like
if they waste too much time with the repercussions of season 3, it won't give her time to breathe on her own.
Yes, absolutely.
What I will say, if they write her relationship with Robbie well, I think it could be very good. But I kind of just want them to be friends.
Yeah, me too.
If that makes sense. Them being together, it comes full circle. But I feel like the show, if they do a love square type thing, everyone likes this person a little bit, it's very I think it would be very weird. I don't want them to lean on the high school drama with the romance. Season 4 needs to be the soul of the valley, karate grudge match. Yeah. We don't need no more of the he said, she said, high school drama.
No. We don't need that. Start ditching that. But no, a great point that you raise. It's just as of right now, it just feels like she's the full character. And I see this too often in movies and shows where there's one character that you hope gets a meaningful story arc and they're just given the full for every situation. And I just feel like with the way her mother's sick, and we've only kind of glossed over it, her sibling brother, I just feel like she's in that position to take that full, and I really hope that we don't get that. And I feel like Kreese is the key for it, if you get what I mean.
I think you just sparked an idea in my head. I definitely think Silver coming can cause a lot of tension, increase in Tori's relationship. If you think about it, because Kreese, he's evil, but I think deep down there's a care for Tori. I feel like Silver, he will see the crazy that we all see in Tori, and he would just make Tori like batshit insane.
Yeah, and maybe Silver does get through to her in that regard, and Kreese comes and says, "Hey, whoa, too far. You've got a mother to take care of." Maybe, just maybe, I can see on the left, maybe, just maybe, that is the key. That is the absolute key. Kreese will understand context and nuance with every situation.
They're hyping up Daniel and Johnny arguing. Just saying, Kreese and Silver, bro, they're BFFs from Vietnam or whatever. But the writers, they love to surprise us. We all think Cobra Kai wants to win. If there's one way for Miyagi Fang to win, it's to make Kreese and Silver split up.
Like if we're gonna bring it full circle, I think that other than that, I just don't see any other way that they can make it happen. To have because the amount of bad blood, and this ties into Tori's character and Robbie, is there is a lot of bad blood between the dojos. A lot of bad blood. Even the merged dojo, there is still I know it's
Hawk alone accounts for 80% of the beef in Miyagi Fang.
Yeah. There's still a whole lot of bad blood in there, especially with our boy Eli. There's a lot of bad blood. So they need a common enemy. They need a common threat. And it's got to be someone that we give a shit about. If they just introduce Sergeant Major with his, roaming death squad karate gang, who's going to care? We're not going to be invested. No one's going to give a shit. Whereas if it is Silver with a massive army, and I mean, that'll be the point where this show kind of, I'll be like, okay, it's time to wind down now. Then maybe that could be what puts Tori potentially on the same page.
Is this what you mean? Where you think there's going to be a big shift in dynamics in towards the end of the season?
I feel like there's going to be something, especially with all the news that we've gotten. I mean, Peyton being bumped up to a regular, Kyler getting some more screen time in there. Robbie, what Tanner said about Robbie's arc, about him making the decision and the choice at the end of the season. I feel like there's going to be so many threads that could be planted. Unless there's a common enemy for Silver and Kreese to fight against, if it's Silver and Kreese against Daniel and Johnny for another 2 seasons, I just don't know how you can stretch it out for another 2.
They have to bring in Mike Barnes and Julie Pierce. It's the only possible option.
That's the only way. If you're going to keep Silver and Kreese together, I think Mike has to be brought in, maybe as a third faction or something like that. Maybe. But I could see Mike having...
Part of me feels like this is Silver's only season in the show.
Maybe.
He's confirmed for 5, just saying.
I don't know. It depends. It depends. But
that's true. It all depends on
the only other thing that I can think of is the new characters, Kenny and Devon, are gonna change a lot of the old cast. That's the only other thing I can think of.
They're serviceable characters. Serviceable. So they're not gonna have major arcs, but their arcs will play in the offset and it will feed into Robbie or whoever. And I can see Kenny being I mean, on your point earlier on when you were talking about RJ with the Hawk thing. Drop off. If Hawk and Robbie are in the final, Kenny is going to be absolutely key for that to happen. So
Kenny, Robbie taking Kenny under, Hawk attacking Kenny, trying saying you don't want to join Cobra Kai. It makes you feel powerful, but it makes you like an asshole. Robbie taking, what they could do is Hawk is bullying Kenny, but Hawk is not bullying Kenny in Hawk's eyes. And through Kenny, Robbie thinks that Kenny is being bullied by Hulk. So Robbie's like, you know what? I'm gonna train you to surpass Hulk or like be as strong as us. Something like that.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't get, Kreese made this whole point to like eliminate weak fighters in season 3. Why would he take like a little kid and
Yeah,
like put him on his
true.
team?
That is true. That is true.
I can step in on that part.
Go ahead, bro.
Sorry, Jacob. I was just about to say, like, I think Robbie's gonna vouch for Kreese, and like, I think Kreese is gonna see a little bit of Kenny in himself. Like, you know, hey, like you're working hard. Like you can see the potential. Maybe he's not Cobra Kai material, but like it's more.
Yeah, that's all I really had to say.
Yeah.
I'll come back for the open mic discussion at the end, but I'm gonna charge my phone now.
Again, everyone raise a point to Shield Dude because
Yeah, great job.
Great,
Thank
great
you, man,
job.
because I'm glad someone like brought something to me.
Good job, bro.
So good. Thank you.
Thank you. See ya.
Yeah, thanks, Jill,
See
dude.
you, man.
Honestly,
See you, bro.
Jill, dude, you brought the heat, my dude. You brought the facts.
Oh, yeah.
You brought the opinions, and you stayed true, man. I really appreciate that about you, man. That's what's up. That's what's up. Hey, Craven, when you gonna get up on in here, man? I want a Robbie discussion. Get up on in here.
In the alley. If you
All
were
right, who's in
still
the
chat.
waiting room, Jacob?
But first things first, I've had some time to talk. RJ, I mean, you've had about an hour. TCK, I think maybe Ali wanted to challenge you on Ragnarok.
I think so.
I just want to say this before we start. Ali doesn't want to challenge me anymore because he knows what happened last time. Just saying. Go ahead.
Yeah, we know the
We know that stand debate.
Oh, Craven says it's just okay. All right, okay. All right. Okay, enjoy the
All right,
FIFA.
Craven.
I'm just saying, if you want to challenge me, the link is just above, Craven. The link's just above. And remember, it's not personal, it's just discussion. Chill, dude, you're the GOAT. God be with us all.
Man.
Ali and TCK, let's go. I'm gonna mute myself. And
Before we get started, in-game is overrated.
Oh, God. I will say this, though, King. I don't find myself rewatching the game.
What's up, Ali?
Yeah.
All right, so
Ragnarok.
So
Yeah.
you think Thor Ragnarok is a good movie, correct?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So you want to go first or me?
I actually want to see why you think it's not a good movie first. So
Alright.
I'll let you go first.
Okay. So everyone in the stream knows my overall opinions on Thor Ragnarok. I don't think it deserves the title Thor Ragnarok. These guys, when I talk to them about it, I either say Thor 3 or I don't spell Ragnarok right. Ragnarok is a dark ass storyline in the comics. It's the destruction of all the people and of Asgard. And what is this movie? It's a long sitcom. I'm not even just saying that as a joke. It's a long sitcom. There's jokes left and right. You don't feel for any of the characters because they just say jokes. There's just jokes. Skittles. The movie, it looks like Skittles. It looks like somebody got a bag of Skittles on the script, chopped it up, spread it there. Bam. It's a sitcom Skittles. Like they put these parts in the movie just for jokes. Like it doesn't make any sense. You know the part where Valkyrie throws that thing on Thor's neck? He gets electrocuted. My man is the god of thunder. How the hell is he getting electrocuted by this little thing on his neck? Also, Thor's friends, they get killed off like in a second. And we don't and Thor, and tell me if I'm wrong here, but I think in the first Thor movie, it showed that he cared about his friends. Like it showed that he would like die for them. Like the friends that died in this movie. He doesn't care that they died in this movie. He doesn't talk about it. He doesn't feel about it. Even in Infinity, he doesn't say anything about it. He doesn't acknowledge it. Nobody does.
Who, Thor?
Yeah, Thor.
Hmm.
I'm talking about his friends that I don't remember their names, but you guys know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
First of all,
hang on. And also the jokes in this movie, they are not funny. I'm sorry, you can say No. It's not funny. The whole Sakaar thing, whatever the place is called, it was not good at all, man. Like Jeff Goldblum, I love him. He's a good actor, but why is he in this movie? Why is he in this movie? He only for jokes. That's the only thing this movie focuses on is jokes. And they don't care about, bro. Ragnarok it's a dark story. It's the destruction of Asgard and the people. And they're making jokes left and right. That just doesn't make sense. If they wanted to do a different storyline and put all these jokes in, fine, do that. But don't pick a dark and important storyline like Ragnarok and make orgy jokes in there. Like, I'm sorry. And Hulk, I like Hulk. This movie ruined Hulk for me. I'm sorry. I liked him in Age of Ultron, liked him in Avengers 1, even liked him in his own movie, the Edward Norton one. He showed his ass. He was Shrek. He was Shrek more than Hulk. He was not Hulk. Like, and the CGI, not good either. Like, it's like when Hulk and Thor fought, I would like to agree with people and say it's a good fight, but it's like, those movies where it has Sonic and then everybody else is like a live action, but Sonic's animated. It looked like that. It looks like, what was that movie called? The Easter Bunny, and then all those people, it looked like Hulk was this animated character. It was just not good, man. Like, I don't understand how people like this movie. Like, you can say, like, I just don't understand how people enjoy this movie, like this movie, and say it's a good Marvel movie.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay. First of all, I want to say, bro, you're wearing black Air Forces right now. You are on demon time. Calm down. You need to be investigated. You are a menace to society for saying that. Well, I don't disagree with you. And that's the thing, though. With comic adaptations, we've seen that. First of all, look, it's Marvel. It has to be profitable. You don't want to make a movie that's not profitable these days. Obviously, you'll have some movies that are like, oh, I want the fans to connect with it. I don't care about how much money it makes. But this is Marvel. They're going to try to make as much money as possible. And they're going to try to get it so the general public likes it. Obviously, if I'm the average person going to see this movie, do you think that people nowadays can handle a lot of violence and darkness? No, because they're a bunch of wusses and they'll freak out.
Then why pick this storyline then? If that's your case, why pick this storyline and have it as a title?
I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know why. I wouldn't have chosen this title, but I do think that let's be honest. Thor as a character, for every Marvel movie, you have like 4 or 5 movies. This has to be the third movie, I think. I don't think it should have been the third movie. I think it should have been 4th or 5th, like the final one. But all of the other Thor movies were kind of ass, let's be honest. They weren't good. They were very boring. So you want to change it up. And
wait, hang on. Tell me why they weren't good. I need the context and nuance. Why do you think they weren't good?
Well, first of all, I've tried to watch Thor: The Dark World. It is so boring. Like the first scene.
I might be wrong, but I think a lot of people are just saying that because they hear people say that. Like,
no,
when you saw Dark World, were you going to be like, all right, people are saying this movie's boring. I'm not going into this. I'm going into it with that mindset.
I know Malekith. I know all the villains. I know. And look, I like Malekith. I think that them fighting, it wasn't bad. But I think that for someone like Thor, he isn't the most important person like in the MCU, but he's a good character. And I think that a lot of people have grown to like and care about Thor more. And I think with the next Thor movie, I think we're gonna find out how actually painful it was for him going through all that. Like, obviously it happened, and that was as it happened. But I think the after effects, the aftermath of the situation is gonna really hurt him, I think. And maybe that's why he's so down in Infinity War. He lost all of his people. No, in Endgame, my bad. So in Endgame, we see him really sad, like really depressed. That's not just because he lost to Thanos. Let's be honest. He lost everybody.
Hang on. We're talking about Ragnarok, though.
I know, but it all ties together.
If we want to talk about Thor Endgame, I have a problem with that, too. But I want to stay on the Ragnarok.
Yeah. But so I'm tying it all together, though. So Ragnarok, it serves as. I think it is a good movie. I don't think it's the best movie. Now that I heard your take on it.
Okay, but tell me the reasons why you think it's a good movie. Because
Yeah.
all I'm hearing is you
First
saying
one.
in the next movie they'll talk about what the suspecting is.
So here is why I think it's a good movie. I think for one, like I said, you have to think about the normal person. What will the normal person like? And obviously, as we know, comics aren't the exact same interpretation in movies. It's different. But I think that I haven't read all the comics. I'm gonna say that straight up. But
Yeah, me neither.
someone looking out, someone going into it being optimistic. I actually like the movie a lot. I think that first of all, I just got to say the soundtrack for that movie was insane. It was great for that movie, and it's stuff like that. It's like small things. I actually didn't like Jeff Goldblum either. I'll say he kind of detracts the movie. He makes it worse easily. He's probably the worst character in it. But I like how playful him and Loki are. I like how playful they are together. I actually like them the best together in this movie. I think that they were a bright spot of this movie. I think that we kind of got a little bit of another backstory of why they hate each other and how they're
Yeah.
getting a better brotherhood.
I agree with you there, but we had a good Thor and Loki moment in the elevator. But what does the next scene do? Get help.
The next scene is
throws him across the room.
I'll be honest.
That is the whole that is the whole movie though. You get a glimpse of like an actual emotional scene between characters ruined by a joke.
In my opinion, look, I'll be honest. I think Hela was I know Hela was nerfed a lot, but I think she was done. I wouldn't say done really well, but when you see how powerful she was, I think that she was like really. I think she was a bright spot in the movie too, and I think that yeah, obviously, yeah, he had a lot of stake, but I think that with him having a lot of stake, yeah, that's not my cousin. But I will say, I do think that also Valkyrie, I think she was a really good point because we got to see the Valkyries. Oh, give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Yo, I'm not getting anything out of this.
Thank you for using the elevator scene as the example. Thank you.
Yeah.
My bad. I had to, my little cousin was at the door.
It's cool.
But I think Valkyrie, like all the smaller characters in the movie, the ensemble, like the cast, I think they were really good. I think they were done really well. I didn't like Hulk, but I'd say what makes it a good movie, though, I think, is that at the end of the movie, there is this unity that obviously their home is destroyed. But I think that the main message of the movie is that you can have everything taken away from you, but you are the people that you grew up with. You are the place that you grew up. And that scene where he says Ragnarok. No, not Ragnarok.
Asgard's it's a people, not a place.
Yeah, it's a people, not a place.
But like, here's the thing: we're barely on Asgard in this movie. So how are we supposed to get that message that it's the people when we don't know the people? We don't see, Thor care about the people in this movie. How is this message? How am I supposed to feel for Asgard as a whole after this movie when it got blown up? Like,
because look, let's be honest. You see them defenseless. Heimdall, he saves them. And the thing is, look, I'm not saying that Asgard has to be this perfect place, but I'm saying though, like, you have to think about it. Like they've lost almost everything. I think that scene should have been done a little bit better because it's kind of like, oh, I'm just saving someone. Like that. No, that scene should have been done so much better because that has a lot of importance in this whole film. And I think that yeah, there are a lot of like weak spots, but I think though adding comedy to something, like obviously it'll lighten up the mood, and obviously you don't always want that, but I think that this is a good movie though because it explores a lot of sides of I think multiple characters. First of all, we get to see Hulk. We get to see the struggles that he has, and I think that Hulk was terrible in this movie. Don't get me wrong, but we got to see why Bruce and him had such a divide, and I think that was a really good part too. When he freaks out in the helicarrier, that's a very powerful scene because we get to see why he isn't intact with Hulk and all that stuff. That's a really good scene. I think.
But then, what happens after that scene? Strongest Avenger. Welcome, strongest Avenger. Hulk. Like there's jokes right after. Like we don't get to digest and actually get the feel for these characters when they're trying to make us because we get jokes literally seconds after. Every scene they try to make us feel for someone, feel for something, there's no time to because there's jokes and it's silliness. It's silliness. Like the movie, it's just silly. Like I said.
No, but look, who says it's wrong? Look, there's a lot of things that you could say that are wrong with this, but you want a feel good movie though. Like you don't want to go to cry at a movie. And the thing is,
why pick this storyline though? Why you have one try? You have one chance to pick. You have one try to do the storyline: the destruction of Asgard and its people. Why turn this? It's your one chance to do it. Why make it a funny movie? Why make it a sitcom?
Look,
you could have done any storyline.
I don't have the answer to that, but look, I think that served at a time like when people care about Thor. Like we have, and this kind of does stray off, but it has a connection point. Like obviously, it's not going to be word for word exactly the same. We have to understand that it's never going to be like that.
Yeah, I'm not saying it should be.
It's never going to be like that, but
the movie is completely different though, and the whole tone, the vibe, it's all different. Like I'm not saying it should be exactly like the comics. I'm not saying it should have the same characters. I'm not saying it should be that, even that, intense. But you can't pick this type of storyline and change it that much. The whole vibe, all of it.
Look, I want to ask, what would you change and why? With the fact that a lot of people are going to dislike it if it's not upbeat. What would you do in that situation? Like, what would you realistically do?
I don't think people would dislike this movie if the stakes were actually high. Like this movie, the stakes did not feel high at all. Like throughout the whole movie to me.
But were the stakes high in Dark World? Like after that,
it was higher than this movie.
It felt higher
a lot. It was darker, and it felt like I was like this movie. I knew how it was gonna end. It was like, all right, well, most of them are gonna live. It's not like they're gonna waste Hela. She's gonna die some stupid way. So like the stakes never felt. So the things I would change about this movie is take out most of the jokes and actually focus on the storyline that this guy is gonna destroy your home planet. Take out the unnecessary. Okay, I know a lot of people like Korg, and I like I mean, I guess he's funny, but like
he doesn't bring a purpose.
He doesn't. Most of the characters don't. Like, who is the guy? I don't even remember the name. The bald guy. He's in The Boys. What's his name? He had the guns in at the end. Like, who cares about that guy?
Oh no, So that guy, I think he fought with Thor, he was a janitor after because he did fight with Thor. I think in the war or something. I forgot, but he did fight with him. But he was important though because he wasn't important, but like say for instance, like if we're talking about like the whole MCU, he's not important at all. Let's be honest. No one.
Bro, this movie he wasn't. Why was he important in this movie?
It's because
like you're saying the movie needed this character.
I don't think they didn't need him, but you can't just abandon a character like that.
We never met him though before this.
Redeemed. Need to have him fully redeemed. Like I think
we never need to bring him in.
Look, he represents like someone knowing that I can be if I turn to the wrong side, I can get more power temporarily, but if I do what's right in the end, it'll turn out well, which is true. It will. And I think that it shows that some people are like that. A lot of people are like that. So I think that's important because that's what you get away from him. But other than that, I don't think he's really important. But
Yeah, I see what you mean there by what you said there, but like there's still no purpose of bringing him in though. Like they could have gone without him. Like the movie wouldn't have been better or worse without him in it. Like and like Jeff Goldblum, like I said,
he's terrible. I hate
why.
him. I will be honest.
Yeah, why is he in this movie?
He's terrible. But I do actually like that. Like what I said about Hulk. That's I think one of the best many stories that they've written so far because it just shows why the Hulk and Bruce always got so heated together, and I think that's very important. And I think a lot of people
but we see only one scene of that though, basically.
No,
but then the rest of the movie is Hulk's no, it's not. After that scene, I did not feel bad for Bruce or Hulk. That
I did. Look,
no, I didn't because then the rest of the movie, what do we get from Hulk? The rest of it, we get to see his ass. we see him talk like a freaking child. We see him and Hulk. We see him and Thor just banter back and forth. So I don't care for him. Like it's just he only had jokes in this movie. All these characters who I wanted to care about, I didn't. And Thor himself. Like people are saying, oh, they needed to change his character. No, they didn't. And especially with the way
I do think they did need to change it.
Okay, not like this though. And like this, like from Age of Ultron to this movie, nobody changes like that. Like my man is a stand-up comedian in this movie. Like he barely you've never seen him like this in any of the other movies. Like he just switched just because the movie wanted him to.
Yeah, and someone said, "Why is he still on?" First of all, the last Cobra. If you want to talk that trash, show up. Yeah, you don't want to smoke. Shut up. Like I'm not even trying to be that guy, but like, bro, like if you really want to smoke, come up here and say it to my face, bro. I'm right here. But
bro, I think the last Cobra wanted to debate me on Sam. He said that he was trying to say that CVO was not putting up a good fight. Well, let's see if you want to pull up a good fight.
Exactly. No. He said, "Oh my bad, I didn't notice." Like, bro.
Man, hell, I'm gonna gladly throw my feet in.
No, but one of the things that I really like about UTCK is that you see the importance of characters, and I think that like you leave when you finish watching something, I think you interpret it a lot different than most people, which is a good thing about you. And I think that a lot of I'd say Ragnarok was filler, but I think it's good filler. Like obviously it wasn't ideal, but it makes you laugh, and when you laugh, you're in a good mood. And the thing is, obviously, it doesn't make you. Obviously, you don't care about someone when it's like you can't take them seriously, but you still know they're there. You still saw what happened. So I think that Ragnarok isn't perfect. It's not perfect. They didn't execute it the best, but I think when they were trying to make jokes, I think that some of them did pull off, but a lot of them didn't, though. I'll be honest, a lot of them didn't, but some did. And I think that the secondary characters actually were done pretty well. I wouldn't say the best, but a lot of them were kind of mid at best.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate what you said there, and I see some of your points you're making. It's just you said some of the jokes, hit or miss, but the whole movie is a joke, though. So I don't think that matters. Like some jokes hit because when the whole movie is a joke and 1% of it is actually drama, and it's actually serious, the whole movie. It's a comedy movie. It's not the movie is a good movie outside of the MCU, but I think this movie is insulting to comic book movies. Insulting. You have good, funny comic book movies like Guardians of the Galaxy, Ant-Man. Those are fine. But you take a character like Thor and a dark storyline like this and treat it as a joke
Yeah.
it is insulting. And then it seems like the MCU going forward, looks back on this movie and they're like, oh yeah, let's put more jokes in, like Endgame, and
Yeah.
they look. So I think it is insulting to comic book movies, and it's just bad. It's Skittles. It's Skittles. There we go. I'm done.
But look, I just gotta say, I think the reason why you're so disappointed is because Thor is actually a pretty important character in the MCU. And if it was like someone like Spider-Man or something, it wouldn't be as much as no, not Spider-Man, but like Ant-Man. He's not really important in the MCU, but Thor is someone. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, and look,
I really have something to say. Can I say this one thing, please?
Yeah. Go.
Okay, so I don't mean to interrupt, but the thing that TCK is saying is that Thor Ragnarok, the character of Thor is not a person that says jokes. He's a god. He's a very serious character. And Thor Ragnarok is very much a dark storyline. And yeah, I get what you're saying about like people want to go to the theater, have a good time, but let's be honest, Marvel is marketing these movies mostly to us. Like we're the ones giving them this money to make these $1 billion budget movies and stuff like that. And
that's true.
listen, I'm all for a good time, but sometimes I want to cry in the theater. I want some dark stuff, man. Like I
want to get
that's
wrapped up
why
in the feeling of how far these characters have come.
People are
You have
gonna
to have
see these movies either way. Like what RJ was saying, they're gonna see these movies no matter what, dark or
Like I said,
not.
they're horrible thing outside, I'm here to see the next Avengers.
So this is what I think happened. This is what I think happened though. Dark World and Thor 1 weren't received rather well. So they were like, Marvel was like, we need a change in Thor. But they had too much of a change and it came out of nowhere. Like there was, and that's another problem I have with it. It's because Marvel just did this because maybe it does have to do with the money. The first two didn't do so well.
Yeah. They want to make Thor more likable. They want to make sure every character could be likable. And you know what? I'm not even gonna say.
I have a question for all you guys.
I haven't. What is it?
I thought you would continue, but you know how you said that they do this for money and all that stuff. Well, you also brought up that if this was Spider-Man, that people would complain. That is true, but the thing is about Spider-Man and Batman, they're more popular characters and stuff like that. So people are going to complain about every little thing that happens in those movies. Thor is not a
pretty much doesn't
character.
matter.
People don't read the Thor comics. People think there's people out there that think the Thor in the movies, that's what Thor is in the comics. Like they think that Thor Ragnarok Thor and Avengers Infinity War and Endgame Thor, they think that's Thor in the comics. That's not true. So, but I propose a question. How would you feel if they made a comedy out of Batman, a dark character, a traumatic character? How would you feel if they did that to Batman?
Exactly.
I don't care about Batman, so I'll be honest.
No, but I'm just
already did.
But it's a
We already
question.
did
Though,
that with
what
Batman
if
and
you were a
Robin.
Batman fan? Though? No, but what I'm asking is, what if you were a Batman fan, and would you understand people like me, TCK, and everybody else complaining about?
No. Look, the thing is, I understand. And the thing is, look, I was gonna say I had one debate. I didn't understand just how many holes there were. And that's the thing. Look, I'll say this. I think Thor should be like a character that's kind of like feared. Like you kind of like, it's like you don't know what to expect when you read it because you've heard so many people say like, oh, I don't know, he's a very dense character. Like he's very, very complex. Like I don't think he should be this character he is now, because there's these games I play on my phone where Thor's like he's like. And in order to reach him, you have to like reach levels on levels on levels on levels to reach him. So you're like, oh wow, he's this powerful. Like he's not a joke. And I know I've lost. I know I've lost this, but I'm saying if there's one thing they could do, you need to have him like where he is like at the point where you don't make him speak a lot. Like he has authority. Like I think that when they have the scenes where it's him. Where the Avengers are trying to lift the hammer, that's stupid to me. And you can't have Captain America lifting it just to make fans happy, because if that's how it is, if that's how the rules are applied, then everybody can do it. And I hated that they did that because I'm like, that was like one of the only things that made him. You're taking away like his signature from the MCU. You're basically stripping him of it. Like no one would take the shield from Captain America. And I know people would say Bucky, but like that's like a two-person thing. But with Thor, I think when they did that, that's when I saw their intentions, and I'm like, I don't know if I like where it's going. So if Love and Thunder is going in the same direction,
Oh, it is. Just look at that title. And just
It's
look
gonna
how
double down.
Thor ended off with. Yeah, bro.
Dude, Thor is about to get replaced by a woman, but that's a whole nother stream in itself.
The last thing I'm gonna say is there is no fixing Thor in the MCU. He's done. There's no fixing him.
And look, I will say this: I don't know how they're gonna. I don't know if they are gonna involve Jane Foster, but
they are.
Of course, they're gonna involve her.
Yeah.
if they do have her in there, they should. I don't know as much about her. I know.
Bruh, I'm gonna tell you straight up. They're about to replace Thor. Thor is about to get replaced by a woman. It's about to be female Thor. It's over.
They are.
And MMA King. No, you're actually so right. They're gonna be like, no, if there's not a woman in it, I don't want to see it. Women can do everything that a man can do, even though that in the comics it was written as a dude.
I didn't say that women couldn't do anything that they can't do. I just said like they're about to replace him for no apparent reason.
Thor's character, like in all of.
They're about to retire his character. For stupid reason.
Can I interject right quick though? I'll say this though. I'm still gonna watch the movie. I still have a little bit of faith because Christian Bale is in the movie, and I don't think that he'll take a project.
I don't care for Christian Bale.
He was never really.
He was a whack Batman.
I don't think. Hold on. I don't think that he would take the project if it was like Thor Ragnarok. But if it is, which I think it will be, it's gonna be a massive disappointment. But I have a little bit of faith because he took the project. He's a villain in it.
Yeah.
And you know what? One bit of hope that I'm just holding on to, but I have a feeling that everything's going to be doubled down, and we're just going to get or get help.
And look, I have to say, Hela
movie needs help.
Terrible. She was written terribly.
Oh, I don't agree with that. Oh, I don't agree with that. I actually really liked Hela. I thought Hela was badass.
No, I thought Hela for the most part was pretty cool.
I liked Hela, but I think that she could have been
the movie in and of itself.
The way she died, you could have had
she was okay.
The way she died, that scene, I wanted it to be a little longer. Like for her to lose that easily, like Thor lost to this person, like this is how she dies, like this easily, like and it just makes you.
It's because they saved everything that important happens to the last half hour of the movie. Nothing happens the second half.
No. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think more stuff happens than I think a lot of people realize. Like I think you get
like what? He recruits Thor. Thor recruits Hulk, Loki, and Valkyrie. That's everything that happens in the second half.
Look, TCK, you have to understand though. Like there's a lot of times, and within those times you have to fill it. And I think
whole, basically the first and second half of the movie, bro, they saved everything that happens for the last 30 minutes. They went to Asgard for the last 20 minutes.
No, it's not Asgard, it's Asgard. Okay,
bro, this movie is Asgard.
No. But look, I'll be honest. If we're thinking about it, we find out why the Valkyries don't want to fight for Asgard, which I think is important because you'd be like, oh, why don't the defenders of our
but that happens for 2 minutes too. We don't need a whole second half. Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
We don't need a whole
How about enough open season? We're going in. Everyone get up on in here. This is the perfect one. The chaos is getting into. I've had enough getting this open season. Everyone get up on in here.
And my thing is this.
It's open season now.
Open season.
We don't understand.
Yo, wait, everybody. We got a new guest. Let's say hello. That's not how we do things. We gotta say hello. Welcome.
Hi, Adil.
What's going on?
What's going on, boys? What's going on?
I was supposed to debate Abbas on
brother.
I haven't forgot about that. If you want the smoke still,
Is Abbas coming on? Jacob.
Abbas, if you want the smoke, I'll give you the smoke, bro. I'm not.
Oh God.
But look, here's my thing. You have to find out why. And you said, oh, that happens in the second half of the movie. No, it doesn't. Like, it really doesn't. It happens directly in the middle. We find out who she is, and she's a nobody. And I think that that's important too. But I'm not gonna say this movie is amazing.
Oh my
because
God.
this is my eye.
I'm ending it here, man.
Let's go.
Oh yeah,
You're my boy,
that's what I'm talking about.
I don't know.
He did.
Good debate. Good debate, Al. Good debate.
Yeah, no, TCK.
I appreciate you coming on.
Pause.
Everybody in the chat, hold on, everybody.
Mike,
I'm gonna just say, everyone, welcome Ads, Tristan, and Abbas into the space. This is now just open season. But before we go any further,
I still want my Batman debate. Damn it!
Can I say that?
Joel.
Everyone, relax.
Hey,
Quiet.
Chosen one talking.
Quiet.
Before we go any further, there is a particular debate that I feel needs to be addressed. There's two, actually. Abbas, would you be game?
Yes.
The first one is against my brother down here, King, over the Batman situation. Then after, it's Ali with Daniel. But first, King, Abbas, we've been waiting for this. We've been waiting for this moment. And
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, do we mute?
Go ahead,
I have much love for you, but you're talking nonsense. You can't talk nonsense about my boy Michael Keaton.
Tell him why Michael Keaton, Billy Joe Batman is good.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you why. You see
Go ahead.
more of the scientific side with the whole analysis thing in the cave. You see when him going through the files and investigating Jack's file and how he's
Batman always does that. Tell me something else.
No. There's more of it in here than the Christopher Nolan series. Outside of the whole fingerprint analysis thing, there was more of it in the Keaton thing with the whole investigation of Penguin and everything, in the investigation of Jack and stuff. Like, there was more of it in those movies than it was in Batman Dark Knight trilogy. The only scene where I saw Batman use his investigation skills was in the scene where he's just analyzing the fingertip, and then it's just him fighting the rest of the movie.
What are you talking about? The Dark Knight, Batman was doing a whole bunch of investigations for everybody else, like the Joker.
He had help from other people. Keaton was on his own.
That's what Batman does.
He's on his own. Yeah, Lucius, get my car waxed. Lucius, give me this. Lucius, give me that. He already had the Batmobile. He made it himself, probably. He had all that crap himself. All right, now your turn.
My turn?
Yes.
Why 89 and 92 is just completely overrated? I mean, I would concede that it gave us the animated series and like this Marvel DC universe. But other than that, man, like, listen, the movies don't hold up today. You telling me that Jack Nicholson will be a good Joker? Dude, at the end of, like, his whole entire plot line of him killing Bruce's parents, it doesn't make sense. To me, like, literally,
Sam Hamm didn't want to put that in the original draft. And also, it was actually supposed to be 600 new deaths instead of. It was supposed to be 600 new deaths when they were doing the newscast, but the WB was like, no, it's only 6. Like, what the hell? It's supposed to be 600 new deaths. There was a deleted scene of this kid getting ready for a date. He just drops and falls dead, and with a smile on his face. There's supposed to be more stuff to do, like the more dark and grotesque stuff in those movies. And they all cut that all out just to remote over. Okay, I get why y'all don't like the movies, but I love them because literally it was my first.
Fine, you can like them. I'm not telling that you can't, but I'm just saying, like, overall they're just overrated.
I just say why. I grew up the first movie I watched
The main
was
reason why
Antagonists.
I'll give you this. The main reason why you guys like your dark, overrated 89 Batman is because you got to remember like your last adaptation of Batman at that time was Adam West, which I can understand. Like, you know, it's something in a different direction. I get it. I'm not a hater or anything like that. But as far as it being comic book wise, no sir, it doesn't hold up. Sorry.
Okay. I'm just saying that the best part, the reason I love these movies is because my first introduction to Batman was when I was 6 years old. My sister got the VHS from my grandpa.
How old are you?
I'm 16.
16? Okay, dude, my first Batman, I watched them all. So I'm 30. So like I seen it all, done it all. And my first Batman movie was my first Batman movie was Batman Forever, and it's a better comic book movie than the 89 and 92 one.
Okay.
Combined.
Okay. I like Val Kilmer's Batman.
He's way better than Billy Joel's Batman.
Val Kilmer I've heard.
Way better.
The stories of Val Kilmer I've heard Val Kilmer never liked anyone. Like,
of course, he's an actor. It's Hollywood.
Michael Keaton got along with everyone, though. That's the thing.
That don't mean nothing.
Yeah, no problem. I like people who are actually nice people in real life. I hate dick actors.
I like people that are nice people too, but it doesn't mean that he played a good Bruce Wayne and Batman. It's just because he's the first dark one.
I like it. Okay, here's why. Okay, I agree with the whole Bruce Wayne is trash thing, but I feel like Keaton's Batman is more terrifying than Bale's. Bale's always tries hard, but to be intimidating, he just comes across as funny.
Who?
Bale.
I thought we were talking about Val Kilmer's Batman, not Christian Bale. Because if you're talking about Christian Bale's Batman, then I can tell you now that I don't like his Batman because he has throat cancer, but it's still more terrifying than Billy Joe Batman. What's your next point?
No. The way he was lurking in the background had me terrified as a child. Literally,
you're 16. What do you mean?
When he was taking those goons out, I was so terrified. I was like, I don't really give a crap if Batman kills because I can count 5 times in comic.
I don't care if Batman kills either, but I'm just saying, like, how you still haven't swayed me to get me to understand why 89 and 92 are like legit good movies, other than them being the dark ones.
Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman.
Because, like I said, I could see that it gave us Batman the animated series, Justice League, Static Shock, Batman Beyond. I'll agree with you on that, but as far as them being like good movies, nah.
2 words, Michelle Pfeiffer.
And just saying, and if we're talking about comic book, the only good thing about Batman 89 was Prince, Party Man.
No,
Michelle is the new king in town. Party Man.
Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman. Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman. 2 words. Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman.
Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman. That old Ricky Ding, no skinny with milk dud looking girl. I mean, she was alright.
Well, she was alright.
I mean, if you wanna get really technical, I mean, Batgirl was better looking than her. Poison Ivy was definitely better looking than her. Vicky Vale was better looking than her.
Michelle Pfeiffer is better looking than all of them.
Shit. Okay.
Okay, whatever. Okay, whatever. You have your opinion.
What?
Can I finish my story? My sister got the VHSs from my grandpa when I was 6 years old. Batman 89, Batman Returns, Batman Forever, and the god awful Batman and Robin. You got all them. She got all them. The VHSs from my grandpa. May he rest in soul. He's not even actually my grandpa. My actual grandpa left my mom. He was my step grandpa. May he rest in peace. I love him so much. He literally introduced me. Well, through Sakina, he introduced me to Batman, and literally, I just feel like the whole Gotham City looks more like Gotham City in those movies, and Batman Forever looks like I just neon light show, just like it hurt my eyes watching that movie. Like all the neon lights everywhere. Like, beep, beep, beep. Okay, I can see.
Billy Joel's
respect
Batman
your
hurt in my
opinion.
eyes too, but like, I mean, him being weird and everything, because that's not Bruce Wayne at all. But that's just. But hey, it's Tim Burton. It is what it is. Make Nightmare Before
Okay,
Christmas.
you
Go
have
on.
your opinion. I have mine, and let's
That's
just leave
fine.
it at that. Now,
That's fine.
Ali, I'm
Still
moving on
didn't
to
change my
you.
mind.
I'm moving on to you.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on a minute. First things first, I'm a big sucker for continuity. Before you go after Ali Abbas, before you do that, ads, Cobra Kai World.
Yeah.
Do you two want to have your discussion?
Oh, I'm very. Listen. I've been warming up for fucking days. I've been, bro. Bro. I've cancelled work shifts. I've cancelled
God
sleep.
have
I've
mercy
stayed
on
up
your
for this shit
soul.
24 hours, bro. I'm ready.
Main event. Ads,
All right,
go for it. Everyone else on mute. Go for it,
I'll
boys.
let you start ads. You have the floor.
Right. I'm gonna say this now. Tory is the most overrated character in the Karate Kid franchise by far. By far. Everything about it is overrated. Right. For me, I can understand why people think that she's one of the best fighters. I think she is out of the kids, but her feud with Sam is so crap. It's the crappiest I've seen out of any feud in any Netflix show. I've watched All American. The feuds in that show are better, and I don't even like that show. It's shit. But
I don't like
Sam versus Tory is absolute dog shit because it's a one-sided party all the fucking time. I think in season 4, if they get Tory to win in a fight, then maybe I'll drop the hate. But for now, it's still the worst feud. Like even Hawk versus Dimitri was better. Like at least Dimitri actually won at least once. Tory always loses. Tory always loses. And the reason why I think Dimitri versus Hawk is a better feud. Yes, we know that Dimitri's never going to beat Hawk again. He never will. We know he never will. But at least he managed to beat him. Tori's more than capable of beating Sam. But at the moment, she's just proven that she's not. So that is why I think that feud is trash. As a character, she's overrated. Listen, if she wasn't Peyton List, yeah, you man wouldn't even be turning on the fucking show to watch her. You'd be skipping all her scenes if it wasn't Peyton List. I'm not hearing this shit about, oh, yeah, it's just because it's this and that. No, she's a Disney actor, and everyone has a thing for Disney actors when they're kids. And then when they grow up and they see that person back again, their childhood rehunts and they watch it all again. Peyton List is a great actress. I respect her, but we all know that these children, these horny 12-year-olds, watch the show to plug her shit and look at her. That is it. And people rate her character because of that. And people who rep her character, people who make montages and crappy, app mobile edit fucking bullshit. I don't respect that, man. I think that people need to stop overrating her character and let's understand that she is just a Disney actress in a role that sucks. There, I said
Okay.
it.
I don't care about Tory, so you can talk
Dude,
to
you're
me
out of your
about
mind.
it all
You're out of
you
your mind.
1 second.
You're out of your mind.
One
You
sec-
are out of your mind.
1 second, boys. 1 second.
Have you lost your freaking
This
mind?
is between.
Have you lost your freaking mind? Have you lost your freaking mind? First off, if anyone's overrated, it's Sam and Hawk. It's Sam and Hawk because people are like, oh, Sam tried to kill Sam with a bracelet. Oh, tried to nunchuck. When Hawk almost killed Brooks. Hawk almost killed Brooks, and yet no one gave him crap for that. Nobody. And he broke Dimitri's arm, and they still didn't give him crap for it. So you're telling me that Tory is the most overrated when you have characters like Sam, who are honest very often. Tory's way more honest than Sam ever is. And you got guys like Hawk who don't get atoned for their actions when they do stuff like beating up Nate for money and breaking Dimitri's arm for peer pressure and oh yeah, destroying Dimitri's Lego set, and he still get crap for it. So you're telling me Tory's more overrated in the hawk. You're blowing my mind. You're blowing my mind. You are blowing my mind. My God, I have never heard the most utter BS in my entire life.
Really? Are you sure? I mean, look, I'm just gonna say what
Yes, I am sure. I am 100%.
realistically.
I am
If it wasn't Peyton
100%.
List,
And those
if it
edits
wasn't
are
Peyton
actually
List,
fire, bro.
if it
Those
wasn't Peyton
edits are
List,
fire.
no one would give a shit. No one
You're
would
right.
give a
If
shit.
it wasn't Peyton List, no one would give a crap. I agree with that.
They would be
Exactly.
they would
Exactly.
literally be
That's why Peyton's the
sniffing
GOAT.
Sam's ass 24/7 if it wasn't Peyton List. And I don't care. I don't care whether people see this as
for sure.
as
I agree.
over criticizing a character, but she's a poorly written character. I'm sorry, you lose every fucking time. It's so boring. It's just boring. And then I hear people tell me that fucking what's
Why
it called?
do you
Her
think
dialogue's good
they're
as
bringing
well.
Silver
Her
back?
dialogue in
Why do you think they're
her
bringing
dialogue
Silver
in
back?
season 3 was horrific. Her dialogue in the season 3 finale was horrific. It was comic book action-esque vocabulary used in that final feud off with her and Sam. It was completely atrocious. I've seen better things on the end of my shoe than her vocabulary and her scripts in the show. I'm telling you now. I've seen better things on a dirty street than her fucking script. It's awful. It's awful. She's just not a good written character. And yes, I have to say the same. I posted on Reddit a while ago. I think the antagonists in Cobra Kai are pretty overrated. Kyler's my favorite character, but he loses all the time, and he's never been in a fight with anyone else other than Mitch. But people still think that he's a better fighter than certain people that he's just not, and he loses all the time. And that's why I think the antagonists in Cobra Kai are poorly written, because they lose all the time. And that's why I think in season 4, they need to win. The bad guys need to win. And that is the only way forward for a good show. But other than that, Tory, bin her, man. Put her in the bin, bro. Dead. If you could cut her from the show, it'd be exactly the same.
Okay, I'm going to explain the dialogue. I am going to explain the dialogue. When she said, "This ends tonight," she was talking about the Miyagi-Do Eagle Fang team up against Cobra Kai because she saw them as a threat. When she said, "This will never be over," she's talking about her rivalry with Sam. Simple. Simple.
How do you know that, though?
Just
How do you know that?
Right
You talking to Peyton yourself, bro? You got her number,
because
yeah?
I've watched it 30,000 times. That's why. I've watched the show 30,000 times. And then I'm like,
no,
that makes sense now.
That's your opinion. You can have a view on dialogue. Everyone can. I could say that what's it called? I could say Tory's scream for Miguel falling off the barrier is her either worrying for him or being happy that he's fallen. You can do that to anything that's said. It's your opinion what you think about what she said and how she said it. And everyone knows that she said it ends tonight, the feud. She's talking about the feud, and it didn't end. So she went backtracked and said this will never be over. And that is poor writing for a character, and that's just facts. And that's your opinion. You can think that she's saying, it's over with obviously the link up between the two dojos, but that's just not true. Because if it was, she would basically say, "Oh yeah, no, you man are all done. You're all finished." But she didn't. She said this ends tonight, as in the war is going to end. And then she just backtracked and said this will never be over. And that's poor writing. What I'm saying is, yeah, look, you and well, not you necessarily, but like 12-year-olds they love this shit. You know what I'm trying to say? Like any look at a girl, they'll have them on their fucking phone wallpaper. It's just embarrassing. She's not a good written character. And it's time to be real.
I'm 18, by the way, just so you know. I'm 18, by the way. And she has potential. Only 3 seasons in. She's a regular now. We're going to learn more.
She has potential, but she's had 3 seasons. She's had 3 seasons basically now on the show. She's had 2 seasons so far.
Transformers reference for you.
She has potential to lose again,
because she's in
like she always does.
She's not gonna lose again. If she loses again, Kreese is gonna kick her out of Cobra Kai. 3 strikes, you're out. If she loses to Sam again, Kreese will have enough, and she'll be kicked out of Cobra Kai. If she loses to Sam again, then Kreese is gonna be pissed.
Cobra Kai World. I'm just gonna say this straight. Yeah, look,
Kreese and
said she
Silver.
has potential.
Kreese and Silver don't tolerate losers.
You said she has potential. She has potential to lose, like she always does.
Yeah.
That's it. She doesn't have no potential, fam.
No, she has potential to win.
Potential to always lose. She has potential. Yo, hold on. No, Cobra Kai. Well, 1 second. Let me speak. Look, you say she has potential. Look, from what we've seen, her potential, your potential comes, and this is just a fact. This is just a fact. If every new introduced character, whether it's themselves as a person, their development, and something that they do, what Tory does is she's a fighter. And is her fighting style being developed? Yes, of course. But is her character and is the character being developed? Yeah, of course it is. But is her character presence being developed? No, it isn't, because she always loses. And if she wins against Sam in season 4, fair enough. I'll give her her flowers. But look, all I'm saying is she. If it wasn't Panelists, no one would give a shit, man. She's just crap. She's pure rubbish character.
I agree.
Like,
I agree.
100%. I think
agree.
she's just as bad as what's his name? Captain Boomerang from the first Suicide Squad. A meaningless character. Just rubbish.
Oh hell no. Oh hell no. Oh hell no.
I'm sorry.
Oh hell no.
But when you have her as your profile picture,
not even
you're
close.
going to do anything you can to defend her. And look, we've seen the picture of her in the teaser trailer. Yeah, all
I'm
these
not
12-year-olds,
by the way.
all these 12-year-olds, all these 12-year-olds and people that rep her, they'll all be hungry for that Little Mermaid outfit, fam. They'll all be hungry for that episode to come, bro. Because that is all that she was there for.
No.
And in the eyes of these people,
No.
she's a good
I am
actress.
not
I'm not saying
like
she's a bad actress. I'm not saying that Panelists is a bad actress, because I rate her very highly. I've watched her since I was young, but I'm not going to sit here and be biased and say she's a good character just because of her actress. Like, I don't think Finn's a good I don't think Finn's
I'm not
a
being
good character,
biased.
but I like John Boyega. I don't think Finn's a good character, but I like John Boyega. You know what I'm trying to say? I don't think he's a good character, but I think his actor's great. But it's the same with Panelists and Tory. I think that what's it called? Her character is bad, but the actress is definitely solid. But you asked me what character do I prefer over everyone? I'm gonna pick everyone over Tory, even Homeless Lynn. Like, I prefer her over Tory.
Oh, get out of here with
Dead
that!
ass.
Oh God, no.
Dead ass, bro.
At least
Dead
Tory
ass.
can fight. Homeless Lynn would. Tory would finish Homeless Lynn in
I'm not talking about as a
seconds.
fighter. I'm not talking. No, she's a good fighter. She's a good fighter, but as a character, everyone's better than her. Even Anoush is better.
Homeless Lynn is just there for comedy. Get out of here with that.
Even Anoush.
No.
Bro, I find Anoush
Homeless Lynn is just
so much more fascinating than Tory's. I'm not just saying that.
Hell no.
Anoush is probably my favorite out of the supporting character. I have a favorite for every kind of role. Out of the main characters, it has to be Hawk. Out of the recurring characters, it has to be. I think Kyler, Chris, and Mitch are my 3 favorites. And when it comes to the supporting characters, I'm gonna say Anoush and Louis. Tory is just a shit character. She's just garbage. I mean, you know, she's basically a rip-off, downgraded, dark version of Sam, and that's it. She's out of control, and no one can save her, fam. She's over. You might as well just tear up look, you could have season 3 and season 2 the same without Tory. If the school fight is the only thing she's a major part of, nothing else. The house fight still would have happened without her. But the school fight, fair enough, she started it, and it wouldn't have happened without her. But the house fight, Kyla, Hawk, Mikey, they were all there before her, Doug, and Tyrone came into the house. So the house fight would have still happened without her. Like, she's not as needed as you think she is.
No,
it's just because she's a Disney head.
Actually,
she's just a Disney actress. That's it.
Actually, she is.
I'm just saying, come on, we can all agree. All of us here can agree.
No, hey,
I
go for the win every time. I go for the win every time. I go for the win every time, buddy boy.
No, not you. Yeah, you go for the win. You go for the win, but you're like Tory. You always lose.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna say this now. Okay?
Not all the time.
It's just the
I'm gonna
truth.
say this now. I'm gonna say this
And
now.
you fanboys
I'm gonna say this now.
can't help
Tory
the fact
is
that the
a good
character you like is
period.
just crap. It's just rubbish. She's just trash. She's a good fighter,
You
yeah,
can't help.
but as a
You
character,
can't
her
help that she.
development
You can't help.
is only gonna get
You
her
can.
so far.
Oh my.
Bro, like you guys all saw the
You
Netflix
can.
opening for the
No,
clip, right?
you are
You got
ignoring
one
the fact.
second.
You are
You
ignoring the
guys all
fact
saw
that you're more focused on Sam than you are
the
on
pre-clip
Tory.
for one second, Cobra Kai. You guys all saw the thing with the before the trailer dropped with Netflix, right? She did better in that than she did in the show. She did better in that little 3-minute role before she did
Oh hell no.
that she actually does in the show.
Hell
I'm
no.
sorry, Tory is the worst antagonist in
You're crazy.
Karate Kid
You are
franchise.
crazy.
She's
You are crazy.
trash,
You are out of your
garbage,
mind. You are out of your
bro.
mind.
Even
She's.
I'm gonna say
Oh
what's
hell
his
no.
I'm
name?
gonna say
Oh hell no.
wrap it up now. Wrap it up now.
Yeah, okay, we'll wrap it up. Tory's crap, always takes L's. There we go.
Tory's the goat.
It's over.
Tory's the goat. She's getting some wins in season 4.
Tory's the goat for what? Losing? Yeah, we know
Tory's the
that,
goat,
bro.
and she's
We
getting
know
some
that.
wins.
We know that.
Hey,
We know
bro, can I
Tory's the
just
goat.
say
Nope,
one
she-
thing?
Jacob before you talk, bro.
You can't be the goat if you
Go ahead,
lost
King.
twice.
Go ahead,
Dude.
King.
And
You can't be the goat if you
I'm
lost
right,
twice.
you're wrong, and not even gonna
Ah,
say I told you so. I'm gonna look at the camera and smile.
Dude, you can't be the GOAT if you lost twice. That doesn't make sense.
Exactly.
See, this is the problem with your guys' generation. You guys like that
I'm
participation
not
trophy.
saying she's the goat of the show. She's
Like,
the goat for me.
You can't be the GOAT. You can't be the GOAT if you lost twice.
No, she's loaded. She's fucking loaded, but takes L's. That's it. Trash.
Can you concede today? Can you say you can't be the GOAT if you already lost twice?
Okay, good point. But that's my trend.
God.
Trend was inspired by my man RJ.
One of the things that.
Huh? Wait, what happened?
Go ahead. No, what were you saying, bro? Okay. Well, okay. So, in summary, I think we can establish this as one of those where that's how you see it. That's how I see it. It's one of them ones where it's just going to be our own individual opinions on it. And I think, with that, some nuance was shed in regards to the character of Tory. As I discussed earlier on in the stream, I said that Tory's one of them characters that's so perplexing because she suffered the most, probably, taking the most roles in the show, but she does have a lot of opportunity to grow if they do it in season 4. That's where they could go, as I established earlier on. Tori's in a kind of position where it could go either way. She's at a tipping point. So I'm hoping, and I know we're all hoping, that for season 4, we get that detail, we get that backstory, we get that conversation to be had with her character. Because if we don't get it in season 4, as of right now, it's hard to really get on her side, kind of thing. But I think it was an intense debate, lads. Intense discussion. But goddamn, some points were raised.
Damn, Ad.
It's all love, Cobra Kai world, bro. I have big respect for you, my guy. It's just I disagree with you.
Oh my God.
Hold on. I'll take my beatings like a man. I'll admit,
That's
when
what's
you
up.
said she's trash, it stung a little. But I take my beatings like a man. I take the punches and roll.
I can respect that. It's a good.
Big respect, bro. Big respect.
I
Big
tell you what,
respect.
everyone in the chat, do me a favor, because I
You
said
can
this at the start.
like
of the,
whoever
the
you
stream.
want, but remember,
Do not
I'm allowed to like Tory.
divulge into a blood, where we're, beating each other up. But my signal's playing up. One sec.
I think that was me, Jacob.
God's sake. There we go. So everyone in the chat, do me a favor, raise a pint to both ads and Cobra Kai World, because it's easy to type all this stuff behind the keyboard, but these two came on screen and sit against each other. Points were raised, back and forth was happening. So mazel tov to both for coming it and sharing their opinions. So everyone, both of them.
Yeah.
Everyone. Now,
Good job, man.
Yeah.
That was
Next up.
entertaining as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. guys, I gotta go. Have fun, yeah? Have a good
Bye.
night, people.
See you later, man.
Take care, boys.
Peace out, bro.
See you later. Take care, bro. But yeah, so like with regards to that debate, I think that there's some nuance to be had, but definitely some discussion and conversation going forward. And the thing is with fictional characters, Ads brought up a great point about John Boyega and Finn. Is that I love John Boyega. That dude's a goat. Finn, so that's a good example.
Right.
Saying what Cobra Kai World is saying about Tory and that kind of stuff. I mean, hey, at this point, one could argue I simp over Robbie. So, hey, I mean, we all have our simping
Oh
things.
yeah,
So
that
it's
pisses me
definitely
off
something that, you
on
know,
Instagram.
Simp. Damn.
Oh yeah, people
Yeah,
go
I
out of the
mean,
way to
you
piss
keep
me
doing
off
you,
on
bro.
Instagram.
You keep
Oh,
doing
you're a
you.
Peyton simp. Oh, you're a Tory simp. Because like maybe,
man.
just maybe, something happened between her parents that traumatized her when she was young. Like maybe, like, and like
Maybe.
I agree with the
Like we were
school
saying
fight and the
earlier on,
house fight. That
the
was
story
unnecessary. I don't justify
Maybe.
the actions at all. Like I don't justify them at
Exactly.
all.
Because as I
That
was
she
saying
was
earlier on
wrong.
with
She
Sean
shouldn't have
Duke,
done that.
like if we
She
get
wasn't.
detail, then it can make it all the better. It can honestly make it all the better
Like
if
just
we get
like
that
give her
discussion.
like that
and
backstory that we want. Give her that backstory
Cheers,
that
Ads. Thanks
she
for donating,
needs.
brother.
So like give people
Yeah,
give
like
people
I
a reason
was
to
saying,
root
bro.
for her in season 4. Because I guarantee.
No, I was just about to say, like,
Because like
I'm
I'll
not
admit
a
after
I'm not a
season
Tory
2,
I'm not a Tory hater, but like he is the equivalent of the Saturday morning cartoon villain. All
Yeah.
I'm just asking is that the creators give her like an actual good story. You
Yeah.
give us
If
an
they give her
actual good
backstory, she
story,
can be redeemed.
it'll be good. Like, then it'll all even out. But until then,
Yeah.
she's a psycho lunatic that just needs to be behind bars with that straight
I don't
face.
want her to be redeemed unless she gets a story. Then maybe I'll let her. Maybe I'll
No,
be on
but here's
point.
the thing about Tori though that you have to understand though. Like Tori is like a character. Yeah, obviously, like she's a weird character. But the thing is, I can't lie with Jake if he has a point. Like she's really only there to rival Sam,
Yes.
and I like Tori. I like Peyton List a lot, but if she doesn't change this season, then yeah, I'm kind of done with her. But I don't. It's really sad though because
I mean, this is why I was saying that. I mean, I can only speak.
RJ got to say something.
Uh-oh.
I can only speak for myself. Speak
I'm on
for
the goat.
myself here.
oh god,
But I think if I'm understanding this correctly, hang on, whoa, 1 second, go. Is I think what Cobra Kai World, I think what you're hoping for with an underlying story of Tory is season 4 brings that to the center. Am I right in assuming that?
yes, that's exactly what I want.
wait,
I
what'd you
just
say?
want
I missed
to have
it.
a story. I want to see why she does this.
I was basically saying Cobra Kai World how you know, with Tori's character you see the potential for a really good story there. It's just whether the writers and the story
Yeah,
pushes it
exactly.
forward. Is that way?
Yeah, instead of like putting her as a female Mike Barnes or female Dutch, like actually like show us her past so we can see. Okay, I get it. And
Yeah.
like I could be the only one saying this, but I think we need a Tory Sam team up in the future. Like that would be a badass duo.
I got
No, I actually agree with that because like one of my theories is like I have a vibe that Silver and Kreese are gonna have a parting, and like I just believe that like Kreese's dojo of Cobra Kai's is gonna help Daniel and Johnny's dojo and learn like the dark side of karate too, because you need to have it all balanced out. So I can actually see that happen in Cobra Kai world, like where Sam and Tori won't necessarily be friends, but they gotta work with each other just to take down that empire of Cobra Kai's. That's just me. That's just my theory so far. Can't prove it, but it'll be a nice team up. So I can agree with you on that.
I say if they team up.
To say.
Yeah, I think there's gonna be a moment. I think
No, go ahead,
Thank God.
Tristan, go ahead.
Oh wait. I say if
Go
the
ahead.
Kreese does team up with Johnny and Daniel, then they're probably gonna team up Sam and Tori. If they They're not gonna be friends, like you said. It's gonna be like Miguel and Rob. They're just gonna have like mutual respect. Like, yeah, you're cool. That's it. Not like, hey, buddy. Like, not like that.
Yeah, pretty much. That's
I think
that's
there's
all
going to
I'd
be
be.
a moment. I think there's going to be a moment where Silver goes to Kreese and goes, "I'm getting worried about you, Johnny."
Yeah.
Hello.
So, chill, dude. What's going
Good
on,
points.
bro?
Good points. Good points. You were gonna say something, RJ?
Okay, so Ali, we had the iconic Sam debate a few months ago. Since when did you turn on Tory? Weren't you like the biggest
I'm
Tory
not
fan
turning
on
on
here?
Tory. Look,
You
look,
turned on
RJ,
Tory?
RJ, I've grown
You
up.
are a
in real
super
life.
fan, man.
No, I like Tory, but look, the thing is,
No, yeah, I haven't realized that at all.
I think it, and this is the worst part. It's just that she could be a good character, but they just haven't written her well. And the thing is, looking back on what I was thinking, I don't like Sam.
Hey, Allie, do me a favor, bro.
We can
Allie,
do that
do me a
again.
favor. Sit down.
We can do
Sit
that.
down while you like talking, bro. Like your camera's going everywhere and
Because
it's
you
making
gotta,
noises.
you and Abbas gotta go head to head after, so you know,
Yeah.
get comfortable, sir.
Yeah, but so I'll make this one quick. You guys will have to go soon, but I just don't like Tori anymore because I think she's just like hollow. She's a very hollow character, and if they don't change her writing soon, I'm gonna be done with her. Like I just can't deal with the writing. I don't want to see her lose anymore. There's only so much losing she can take.
This is a very LaRusso friendly channel.
All right, so hold on. You don't. Well, you don't like anybody on this show. Let's just keep it at that. But I agree. To be fair, I agree that Tori is not really well written. But I do agree with Cobra Kai. She does have potential. Like she does. Like they just need to stop making her a cartoon villain.
Yeah, I know
she more backstory.
Like don't get me wrong. I know she has potential.
Jacob,
but
get that
like,
back
if she doesn't
in here. I
fulfill
need
it,
Abbas to roast them like I did. Come on, get him in here.
Abbas, get back up in there, bro. Where are you?
Abbas.
I'll be
I
honest.
recently watched that stream too.
Come
My
on.
favorite
Oh,
character
where are
is
you, Abbas?
Robbie. And I've always been Robbie. But
Oh shit!
yo, Abbas, smoke.
Oh Lord!
Did somebody in the background just say Cobra Kai? This man
Cobra
don't like
Kai-
anybody on this show.
I never
He don't
done.
like
Yeah.
Sam.
Hates
He don't
Miguel,
like
hates
Daniel.
Tory,
He don't
hates
like
Sam.
Tory. He hate everybody on this show. Why are you watching this show?
Who do you like?
Who do you like?
Regarding
you
regarding Sam, I didn't like her in the first 2 seasons. Season 3, I started to like her a little bit more.
That's fine.
That's fine. That's fine, Cobra Kai. I'm talking about this dude named Ali. He don't like anybody on this show.
No,
He don't like anybody.
Let me just say this. Let me just say this
Why
real
is he
quick.
watching it?
And he likes Thor Ragnarok on top of that.
Let me say this. There's nothing wrong liking the characters that you like, but we just gotta establish the context and the nuance, like Jacob is talking about.
Nuance.
Like it's fine that you like Tori, even though she's a psycho nut, but you know, hey, we gotta realize she's a psycho nut. That's fine that you like. That's fine that you like Sam, but you gotta understand that Sam makes mistakes. But she doesn't make bigger mistakes than like Johnny,
You know I already
Pop,
understand
and
that.
Daniel. That's it. That's all. That's what we talk about on this channel. We give you the truth. We're not gonna give out biased opinions.
But I've always
Go
said
ahead.
The best characters on this
Unfiltered.
show will be, and it's not the best, but my favorite characters are Johnny, Robbie, and Amanda. I think all those characters are great characters, but it's not even the fact that I still like Tori as a character. It's just that I'm kind of just disappointed.
You
that
just said you didn't like her.
Exactly. No. Look.
Dude, what happened to
and forth.
context? What happened to nuance? I don't
Went from
understand.
toy lover to toy hater.
I mean,
to
he
toy
likes Hulk.
You're not making any
That's why he
sense.
likes Hulk.
I'd say right now, if Tori,
Hey man, you switch more teams than LeBron James, player.
no, I like Philadelphia. Boy, I don't even like LeBron James like that. I'm a Philly fan.
But you been switching more than LeBron,
Me
bro.
neither. I feel you, brother. I don't want him either.
But look,
I don't like him either, man.
I still like Tori, but if she doesn't have that redemption, not redemption, but if I don't see more of her, see why she does what she does, because I know that I think she has some mental issues. I know she does. I want to see why though. And if I don't see that, I'm gonna be like, so this is an empty character. So we don't get to have this. I'm not.
Dang, I really beat you in that sand debate. Good grief, man.
But I like her. I like her character. I just don't like what she's doing right now. That's what I'm going to say.
That's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Yeah, I don't like some of the things she does either, but I can understand having anger issues myself. Obviously not. I don't go as far as Tory. I don't start riots at schools and people's houses, but I can understand why she was angry at Sam. I think she has every right to be mad at Sam, but I think she had a bunch of different other choices she could have made.
Cobra Kai, well, yeah, I hear what you're saying, but no, bro, like that's ridiculous what she did. And the thing is, I'm planning, and I can't say this because I will be arrested for this, but I have a very similar situation to this kid who treated me like shit. He made fun of me. He called me racist slurs. He called me a bunch of stuff, and he's Indian, and I didn't go there with him. But the thing is,
you don't have to point that out, but okay.
Gone there with him because
you have to point that out.
No, that's not the right thing to do. I thought about it, but I haven't done it, and it's not wrong. It may be wrong to think about those things, but the thing is, she reacted wrong in that way, and what she did, she knew that it was never gonna work with Miguel, and she should have known that. I mean, like she had
Is
to
it
force
snowing
everything.
outside? Good grief, man.
But
whose
my
camera is that?
She needs to.
Is somebody holding the camera?
Abbas, I'm here
That's
to
Ali.
debate you about Daniel. Daniel is trash. I hate this man.
Jesus, no.
Uh-oh.
Abbas, where are you?
Uh-oh.
Hey, Abbas, get in here immediately.
Abbas, get in
Abbas,
here.
where have you gone?
Yo, my son, where are you? You're like,
Uh-oh.
Oh,
The thing with Daniel is when he realizes Silver's back, he's gonna be right.
So let me get this
Oh,
straight.
it looks like Tristan wants to take this one. Go ahead, Tristan. What do you gotta say?
Get him.
What happened?
Go on,
Talking
Chris.
about?
Well, let me get this
You
straight.
said that you wanted to debate for Daniel.
You like Thor Ragnarok, but you hate Daniel?
Nah, I don't like Thor Ragnarok because you made me hate it now. Thank you. I now will never.
You're welcome.
He don't like anybody.
I've trained you
No.
well.
Shoot him over.
I'm telling you, man.
TK.
This dude, like I said, he makes LeBron James. You like, dude,
Nah,
man. I think you might beat LeBron right here, bro. Like you, I don't know about you, Alley dog.
Back and forth, 50-50,
Yeah.
flipping a coin.
Boy, no. I'm not even like that. I've been a Man United supporter.
Come on, bro, you gotta hold true to your opinion, man.
Football. I have to deal with
So,
everything.
like, I
And the
have a
thing is-
question for you. What happened after, like, because you were so, like, you used to be a hardcore Tory supporter. Like, you used to be like, Sam is trash, RJ. You're stepping over Sam. Oh.
Let me say this. I was a little bit down bad, and I will say I'm man enough to say that, but I'm not gonna lie.
I respect
you need
that.
someone like Peyton List in the show because think about it. She has millions of fans, and
They didn't need
bringing
Peyton
that
List in the
to
show in
Cobra Kai
general. They could have
helps
casted
the show.
anybody.
I know, no. But
That's
I'm
like
saying,
saying that's like saying the Spider-Man franchise. He just
Yeah,
said,
they-
yeah,
they-
they could have
they-
used
they-
anybody.
I didn't finish. Fam, I didn't finish
They
it.
said they wanted
What
to
I'm
take
saying-
this Disney princess and turn her into a badass, and it worked.
No, but look, I've always liked her as a person, but I like it was kind of refreshing because we just had the same characters, and I think Tori when she first came to the show, like I was
Put
like,
your phone down, homie.
I didn't know. Oh yeah, no, that's my bad. Nah, you didn't
God,
have to do it.
Lee, bro, you making me. It's like
You're making me
shaky.
dizzy, bro. You gotta sit
Nah.
down.
But I think Tori, I think that she was kind of a breath of fresh air, but I was a little down bad, but if I can admit that, you can admit that Sam is for the streets. You can admit that.
Oh, you want to do this? You want to do this again?
Uh
We can
oh.
do this
Nah,
again
nah,
now. Come
nah,
on.
I
You
kind
want
of
to go
agree.
round two? Let's go.
Yeah,
Come
I
on.
kind of agree.
Let's go.
Hold on. Hold
Come
on.
on. You want to do
I
this
said
again?
That was a little bit of a low blow right there, player.
You want to do
Nah.
this again?
I didn't say that. I'm just saying admit she's for the streets. I'm saying Toru is wrong, but can we admit she's for the streets?
Okay, I have to say this though. If you're gonna say, if by your logic, you have to say Miguel's for the streets too. Just saying. That's by your logic.
Yes,
you
I
have to say
am
that.
saying that. I'm saying that. Miguel's the man.
And he was
And Tory.
sober.
Miguel's
Actually,
the man.
Tory's even worse.
No. Miguel's a thought. He's a thought. Don't get me wrong. He is one.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
Oh,
But-
Darius, what's up, man?
What's up, dude?
Wait, I thought this said Carrie. I was
What's up,
like,
Darius?
What? No, but
What's good, bro?
Carrie.
my thing though, I'm not against Tori. Just that like she's kind of stupid as a character. Like now I'm realizing all the layers of like stupidity that she has. The amount of stupid stuff she does it's ridiculous. And I do stupid
At least
things.
you admit it. At least you're man enough to admit that. I can respect that. Because last
Like,
time, dude,
I'm
you
not
were
changing-
I'm
simping.
just shocked.
You were simping
Well, I
the
mean,
last
like
time.
Jacob said in one of his videos, I think Robbie's gonna knock some sense into her in the first episode. He says, like, what the hell were you thinking? Are you stupid? Are you an idiot? You're already in enough shit already. You're on probation. You're getting a lot of restriction. You already have a lot of restrictions. You're on
Yeah.
probation as it is. Like, what were you thinking?
Call me, mom.
And like for once in this season, they need like I don't want
Sorry.
Robbie and Tori being used as chess pieces to move this story around. Like actually like give them the redemption they deserve because they both
Yeah.
been through hell.
Yeah.
MMA King, can I finish? Can you finish what you were saying to me?
No, I'm just saying, like the last time when we were like, I wouldn't call it a debate because I mean I have to put some sense into you and everything, but no, like I like the fact that you are man enough to say that, yo, like you changed my mind on something, and
Yeah,
that's
take
that's
this
what
belt.
I'm just getting people to understand. It's good to when we debate and you change somebody's mind, that's awesome. Like you're man enough to admit that.
Yeah.
So
And that's the
you're
thing.
growing up.
I'm not
Yeah.
trying. Last debate, I wasn't trying to do that, and this one, I was trying to listen to people. And I'm like, and I'm just getting different perspectives, and I'm putting that into motion. And I'm like, oh, I don't know if I'll think the same way about this. And people can say, oh yeah, like I switch up more than LeBron. But,
It's
like,
it's
I'm
kind of
just
like
concerned-
kind of still have your own opinion, but you're taking
Yeah.
in what everyone's saying and sort of getting that balanced view. That's
Like,
important.
don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I still think Sam is annoying, but I don't think she's as bad of a character as I think she is. I do think she's
Yeah,
the best
she
fighter.
does annoy me sometimes.
She's the best fighter out of all the kids. Don't get me wrong. She's easily the best one. Like, I can hate all I want on her, but yeah, she's a good fighter. And
Miguel and Robbie, hello.
You can
Like,
make a solid
I
case
just
though
started
that she is
boxing.
though.
I started boxing, and I know how hard it is to fight because I had to kickbox before, and she's a really talented kickboxer. Like, and the level of skill that she has for natural ability wise, she's ridiculously talented. And
Yeah.
I know we talk about who's in the right, but if we're talking about like how impressive it is that I think the kids are as good as they are in the short time that they've had, I think that's really cool too. But yeah, in terms of Tori, if she doesn't get her ish together, and if I don't see a reason why I should like her, yeah, I'm sending her out, and she can. I'm kicking her out, bro. Like, what's the point of having a character that is just mad, that's self-destructive? Like, I don't get it, but I can be like that.
Well, to be honest, I don't believe she's a character that's meant to be bad forever. I don't think she's gonna stay bad forever. Like
No,
someone's gonna get through to her eventually.
No,
I
but
don't-
the thing
like
is,
that's just my opinion. I don't believe that she's gonna be bad forever.
it's impossible not to though. Cobra Kai world, yeah, like it's impossible because people will never forgive what she did. Like, I'm sorry, but there's gonna be people that say, "Oh, she's still a terrible person for that, so that's impossible. But I do think that that's true. But I think in terms of her and Sam, Sam is a better character, even though Sam has hella flaws. She can't finish battles she
I mean,
started.
they've done a better job at writing Sam's character than Tory.
Yeah.
Like
That's
I feel like
because
they're more
you want
focused
to
on
be-
That's
You
more
want to be
on it.
yeah, King.
But no, but if there's one good thing about Tori, it's just that like the little scenes that we've seen from her make us want more, which is really good. As a show, as a writer,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
want that for your cast. You want that for your audience. Like you want them to be like, I wonder what happens next.
The whole thing took a pretty turn for places I didn't expect.
Yeah, and that's why all the theories happen. But I actually I can't deal with Tori anymore. I want to talk about Daniel. Where are you, Abbas? Where are
Abbas,
you?
get up on in here, man. Your challenge is real.
I don't know why I'm like this.
Ah.
I don't know why.
When Daniel realizes Silver's back, he's gonna be an absolute wreck.
Also, can I just say, I think Terry Silver is an overrated character. I think he's, and I know.
Oh, hey, get him out of here! Get him out of here! No,
Hold on.
It's time to go.
Wait,
what?
You got my
Wait, what?
attention now.
No, I'm sorry.
Nah, dude. No.
Let the man talk.
He's
No,
animated.
New York, New York. Let the man talk. New York,
say?
let the man talk.
All right,
Look.
bring the context and nuance now.
Look, I'll say it straight up.
Immediately.
I like what he's going for. I like that. I like his personality a lot. It's just that people overhype him like, oh my god, he's the difference between all this. I'm like, calm. He's a very important piece of this whole saga, but is
Can y'all hear me now?
that one piece? No, I would
Yeah.
argue he's actually not. I know he's friends with Kreese, but I know like if you had twice the influence of Kreese, they'd probably all like being manipulated. But I just don't think that he is warranted the hype that he gets. I think he's a great character though. Don't get me wrong. I think he's a fantastic one, but
He's thinking you have to leave for a minute.
He done. Hold on. Hold on, Jacob. Hold on, Jacob.
No, Jacob is about to take it up. Like,
Let the chosen one go to work.
Nah, go ahead. Go ahead. I need to just...
All right,
he
hold
says,
on.
I need a
all right,
beer.
hold on,
Also,
hold
no.
on, hold on.
While Jacob's in that state, yeah, Chelsea won't finish top 4. Yeah, mate, you'll be gone for a while.
Forget about football for a
Enjoy.
second. Okay,
Yeah.
listen.
Yeah,
You're not okay.
All
You're
right,
out your mind.
yeah.
Overrated.
Whoa.
You've got a complete 180.
Hey,
Let him drop 20
hey,
on that.
yo, let the man talk.
Hold on.
Let the man talk. New
Hold on,
York,
King.
let the man
Hold on,
talk.
King. Hold on, King. I gotta say something.
Go ahead,
I
RJ.
gotta say something. You're a Man United
everybody
fan, right?
quiet. Let him talk.
You're a Man United fan,
What?
right? You're a Man United fan, right?
Yeah, that's not on point.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't care. I gotta say this. When you guys face Chelsea or even Man
Oh,
City,
Lord.
you guys are getting
Football.
dropped off. Your coach is incompetent. You guys got
Biggest
Ronaldo,
crap.
and he's scoring tap-in goals. You guys still can't win a game. He can't save you every
You're
game.
overrated.
I did-
Get out of here. You
You're not in
think
the
Chelsea's
glory
not
days
good?
no more.
God.
Yo,
You think Chelsea's not
yo,
gonna
hold
finish top four?
on.
Lukaku and Tuchel?
Look. If it's football, you lose this debate. If it's football,
I'm already winning. Bro,
Seems like
Did he
according
just
to
guess it?
StreamYard, you
get
lost
out of here,
on that
dude.
one, bro.
Anyway,
you lost
like
when
I
you
was-
said that statement. You lost when you said that statement,
The
homie. Get
StreamYard
outta
didn't like your debate either, bro.
What did he say? I didn't. What did he say? I never heard
you
what he
said
said.
that Terry Silver is overrated.
Oh nah, brother. That's
Oh, that
not.
was.
Man, back up in it. Man, Ali, we're doing so with this time, and then it's not complete. You didn't do it 360, man. But
First with Thor Ragnarok, now with this.
Oh,
Hold on. Time out. We're gonna talk about Cobra Kai real quick. Okay.
No
First
football.
off, hold on, Ali. Hold on. Now, you said some blasphemy right here. Now I will agree
Oh,
Hey,
that Terry Silver.
Wait,
I'll
King?
agree that Terry
back.
Silver is a cartoon villain, but dude, that's the Emperor. You don't mess with the Emperor now, man. He funds everything. He's the most important character because without Terry Silver, there is no Cobra Kai. So I don't know where you can have that
Is
weird
there,
opinion,
though?
man.
Like,
But just like this new age, they believe that you can just print money. Anyway, I ain't going down that road, but I'm just saying, like
He carried the third movie on his back. Without him, that movie
Pretty much.
sucks. It still sucks.
that movie was
even with him.
horrible.
Karate Kid 3
Yeah.
had a bad villain, man.
Karate Kid 3 is nothing without Terry Silver.
True.
Pretty much. Without
Still
Terry
not-
Silver, Karate Kid 3 would not be good.
Don't
I
come
know
in
it's annoying,
bringing
that
in
film.
this BS. Terry Silver's overrated. Now, maybe people over theorize about him and say this stuff about him, but don't come in here and say out of nowhere trying to get somebody to say that Terry Silver's overrated.
no, I'm
Nah,
not.
man.
This is my opinion.
Nah, man.
It's all
The
wrong.
Karate Kid 3 is nothing without him.
Can
No,
I
no,
can
no,
I
look,
finish
no,
my
no,
point to what I
no,
was
I'm
saying before
sorry.
he left us?
TCK, I'm admitting it.
Hold on.
And the thing is,
Guys, hold on. Let him talk. New York, calm down. Let the man talk.
Like, I've accepted all your opinions. I've listened
Nah,
to you
screw
about
that. No, I'm playing.
This is something that I've held in for so long. Like, I understand he's important. I'm like, how is he the final?
Should've kept it in.
I understand.
Oh my
he has the problem
God.
with multiple Cobra Kai dodos, but I'm like, yes, he does. Other than that, what can he do?
Context
I know he can
Oh,
manipulate
no.
kids, but
Context
what
and
Hold on. Let him talk. Let him talk.
does he bring? It's like when you ask a female, what do they bring to the table? Other than a certain thing. We know what that thing is.
Oh,
But there's one thing, look, we know he can bring like
I need some
multiple
food,
Cobra
bruh.
Kais. But what
Whoa,
else
whoa, whoa,
does
whoa.
he bring?
All right,
I
Jacob,
need
take
some
over.
context
Jacob,
and
take over.
nuance.
Whoa, no.
No,
Let Jacob talk.
Jacob, can I please? Jacob, can I
Let
please finish
Jacob
my
let
point?
Jacob
before he
talk.
left? I had to finish my point though.
Let
Hold on.
RJ finish his point. RJ, finish your point, and then I'm
All right,
about to
listen.
roast the shit out of this
Listen.
situation.
Before you,
So go ahead.
I know I'm still stuck on how you said it. So let me get this straight. You don't think Chelsea will finish top 4 with Romelu Lukaku, who's arguably the best player in the Premier
Lord.
League? Yeah, I said it. With that great of a head coach, they won the Champions League last year.
Tuchel? Okay.
Tuchel is good. What are you talking about?
All right, let's get back to Cobra
He's
Kai.
arguably the best coach in Europe. No, King.
Oh,
King.
no.
Let me do this.
No, bro. I'm leaving.
No,
I'm
no,
leaving.
No.
If you believe that, then you should go to jail, bro. I'm sorry. If you believe it, you
First
should go
off,
to jail.
Right, the argument headband is off.
you guys might not even make it out of the Champions League group stage. What are you talking about?
What team do you
You think Ronaldo is gonna save you every game?
I didn't say
TCK.
The same player.
Did I?
Good one,
TCK.
Y'all
Wait.
dropped off.
Jesus Christ.
You're done,
So
right? You're done.
hold on now. Hold up in the truck.
Because you may have just
Hold
raised the word cannot win.
Hold on now. Let me just get a few things clear, because I'm trying to process this shit. Okay, so so without context or nuance, Terry Silver is overrated, and like football aside, that's a separate thing. But no, dude, come on. No, I'm sorry. No, you can't. I'm sorry. No. Karate Kid 3 is made because of that guy. That guy made that movie.
I know. I'm not denying it.
Yes.
But I'm saying no.
So, hang on. I'm chosen one's talking. You take him out the movie. That movie is ass. Terry Silver brings a new dimension to it. That's what we're excited for.
I know.
What we're going to do with this show. Adds a new level. Overrated? No, he ain't. No, there's overrated characters in Cobra Kai or in the Karate Kid mythos. Terry Silver ain't one of them.
Okay, look, I hear that.
Respectfully disagree. Like you were doing good.
Okay, actually,
your respect was high. It was here, and now it's sitting at a low 20s.
God.
It's in the low 20s, man.
I'm wrong about that one. now that you explain it like that, I did forget about that part. I did. I'll say that. But
Change your opinions every second.
You have me
I'm
worried.
not even saying that. You are dickheads, bro. I swear to God, bro. Like, there's something bad is gonna happen to you. I know it. Thor's gonna come down. Just
Yo, New York, chill out with that, man. Chill out with
Something
that.
bad's gonna happen to you, bro.
No. I'm not. I don't even want it. But I'm
Don't
saying,
you
no.
talk bad about my brother from across the sea, homie. Don't,
Oh.
That's gonna happen
On
to
his
you.
own stream.
No. But look, you have to admit.
What's gonna happen?
Jesus Christ.
No, I do think that Terry.
Yo, New York, calm down, New York. Let him speak.
Yeah.
I do think
From
that.
London. I don't roll with that shit. I tell it straight. Screw New York right now. I'm from London. I tell it as it is. What's gonna happen? No. First of all, you come up in here. You say Terry Silver's overrated. Then you say my teammate finishing top 4. Then you say something's gonna happen to me, bro. What the hell are you on right now?
Go ahead.
Ali, you're moving mad. You are moving mad, bro.
Bro, don't give him that look.
Nah. All credibility lost. All credibility lost.
Kicks him out.
That's it.
That was his
It's
last
time
word.
to go.
Credibility lost.
It's time to go.
Salute.
The nuance.
You are the weakest link.
In a
Goodbye.
discussion for a fictional character, you cannot say, "Oh, well, something bad's gonna happen to you." No, listen, bro, Ali, you gotta stop putting your real life experience into fictional discussion. It's two separate things. I thought we covered this in the last debate stream. Your real life is not fiction. Fiction is not your real life. You got to discern the difference. That's important. Context and nuance. Now, I'm gonna get you back up on this, and I explain.
Can we bring it back to Cobra Kai?
No. If we hold on. Before we continue, I want to finish these 2 debates that you brought up. So we can do Cobra Kai, but I want to know why. I'm not even a Chelsea fan, but I want to know why you think they're not going to finish top 4. So you can pick whatever one you got to go to.
But first of all, I would say,
Let's go.
I don't know why. What's gonna bad to happen?
Because I can't do too much, and I appreciate that. But I did let it get too out of hand, and I am sorry. But my opinion, though, I do think that Terry Silver is a little bit overrated. But I'm not even trying to make people mad. Though,
bro, you gotta stop saying that. You gotta stop. If you're gonna say it, bring the nuance and context. You're not saying anything.
You say this overrated.
Where's the nuance? Where's the context?
Yo, New York, you gotta stop ganging up on him. Let the man talk. Let the man talk.
Shut up. Everyone shut up. Let's let Ali have the floor for a minute.
I'm trying to think of a movie where like a character brings something. Like I know he brings something to that movie, but that's because that movie didn't have a lot of good characters. Like, say for instance, like if you put one of the Cobra Kai characters now, obviously you have Mike Barnes, you have Kreese. Those are good characters, but if you added someone else into it, replaced it from the current Cobra Kai one, like made them a villain instead, I think it could still work. But I do understand. Yeah, he does make you like want to do like terrible things, which will be a good motivation for Cobra Kai. But I'm saying though, to say that like he's the answer to everything, I think that's a bit of a stretch. I think that is definitely a stretch. I think in order for them to solve everything, like it has to be them growing as people, and I don't think that they're there yet. But I do understand why people love Terry Silver. But for me, that's one.
Okay. Hold on. No. Hold on. Yo. Now I think you're bugging now, man.
I'm not.
You're not saying that you saying that he's not important, but can you repeat your point? Like maybe I misheard it.
No. I'm saying he's not the most important. I'm saying he's obviously important, but I'm saying people say like he's so important. Like without him, look, I do think without him it is impossible to win. But I'm saying no.
Dude, but you're contradicting yourself. You see where you're going? Like you're digging yourself.
Is he important or not? Like I don't get what you're trying to say.
Can I say this one point? Hold on. I know how to answer this. Hold on. First of all, I'm gonna tell you how important he is. Look at when
Shut
they
the
dropped a teaser trailer for him. They didn't do that for Kreese, and Kreese is a great villain. That's how
They haven't done
important
that for
he is. Look
anyone.
at the reactions on YouTube. Look at the reactions on YouTube to that trailer reactions to Late to the Party, that channel. Look at all of the reception that Terry Silver gets. That's how important he is to Cobra Kai. Look at what he
Just 10
did to
seconds, by
Daniel
the
in
way.
Karate Kid Part 3. He's over here smiling. Yeah, he grabs his fist. He's smiling at him. He's turned. He single-handedly almost turned Daniel into a full-on villain, and he did it without Kreese. Why is Kreese calling in for help if he's unimportant?
Or overrated.
Or
No,
overrated. Or the goat.
That's
Or
a
the
very
guy
good
who
point. Actually, no,
single-handedly saved
that's a
Karate
very
Kid 3.
That is a very, very good point. I'll give you that, RJ. But I think though to say that he is the only answer, I don't think that is true. I don't think that is. Let's be honest. They could be. Let's just say they're like, nah, you know, we're being stupid. Let's end this whole debacle. But we know that won't happen. But I think in real life, no, not. I know I'm not supposed to add real life, so I'm gonna bring it back to the show though. So into the
I don't
show
think
though,
Corona could hear my
we have
image.
many characters. We have like, I think, obviously Julie Pierce. We have Chosen, but I think if you like, it's kind of like Chosen. Like Chosen is like a really important piece in like that whole universe. And if he could be either good or bad. Like he has like kind of that same.
And Terry
like, if you
Silver
were to go to
isn't?
one team,
They made Chosen important. Chosen wasn't important until they made him important. Like
Yeah.
Chosen was just a normal villain, dude. Like you can replace him
dude.
anytime.
He was a dude
Terry
that
Silver
Daniel
was
beat in
more
a fight.
significant than Chosen was.
Yeah.
Until now.
He had no
Alright,
lasting
hold on.
impact on Daniel, really, to be honest.
I really want to debate that football debate because that really just wow. Okay, but go ahead, continue.
No, don't even mention that.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, Chosen is just a normal villain. Like, you know, he did a kumote with Daniel, and like when he got back to the United States, Daniel was obviously nerfed. They could have done a little bit better to make number 3 better, but yeah.
Daniel, he fought him and he never talked about it again.
Yeah.
He never mentioned it again.
Terry Silver is Karate Kid 3. Without him, that movie would be crap. It would be a dumpster fire. No one would not talk about it. No one would even acknowledge it. Because we all know that Daniel talked way too much
Face
in that
Cloudy
movie.
said Silver is overhyped. Yo, Jacob, Face said Silver is overhyped.
Get him in here too.
I'm sorry, Cobra Kai.
Yo,
fans, come
get
on.
him in here too. Yo, stop doing the keyboard. Give him the link.
I feel like hey. I feel like some of y'all don't watch the movies. I feel like some of y'all youngins don't know, bro.
Did you watch 3?
Y'all youngins don't know.
Did y'all watch number 3? We have to suffer through that, man. Just like we got to suffer to Back to the Future 3.
Bring it back to a point that I've said a million times.
The third one's always the worst, bro.
Is anyone actually watch the stuff they claim to be a fan of?
Now we gotta
Does
watch. Now we gotta have watch
anyone
parties. We gotta
It's
have
like
watch
they
parties
don't
now.
watch
Yeah,
it.
bring him on. Bring him on in here. Bring all of them
Back.
because I'm starting
Come
to
on,
lose
man.
faith in humanity.
So Face.
Silver
See,
over it. No.
here's the
Bro,
thing
you can
with
debate
these
any of
shows
us,
and
bro.
movies. They're supposed to like bring a message across screen, redemption, forgiveness, that kind of stuff. And it's like some people don't even watch the thing they claim to be a fan of.
Exactly. Facts. My man.
But what are you guys talking
Facts.
about? What are you guys talking about now?
What happened? I didn't.
The
hear.
same thing that you were trying to talk about.
Hold up. I just said I was wrong about Terry Silver. I heard it.
Okay, so let's go to the other point though. Hold on. Let's go to the other point though.
So what's your other point? Let's go to the other point. Fuck it. While we're on the topic, let's go to the other point.
Hold on, Jacob. So Allie, give me why you think, without being bias or joking, why do you think Chelsea won't finish top 4?
I want reasons. I don't just want, I don't like Chelsea. I want a reason.
Where did he
A
go?
solid
He
reason.
left. Where did he go?
I think he left or got kicked again.
He always leaves.
Face said
Can't
Terry
handle it. He
Silver
left
in
the-
Karate Kid
Face
3
get
was
up.
not.
Yo, FaZe, get on here, man. FaZe, get on here.
Karate Kid
The
3
link is
without Terry Silver is just hot garbage.
Right in here.
Bro, Kreese did not do
Right,
anything in
Ali's
Karate
back
Kid
on
3,
in.
bro.
Let's hear his piece.
That nigga was
Didn't do
annoying.
anything.
He didn't. You were barely there.
All right,
I don't really wanna
everybody
hear
here.
it.
Hold on. All right, everybody be quiet. Right? So, Ali, can you explain to all the soccer fans on the stream and not soccer, football fans on the stream and on the chat why you think Chelsea won't finish top 4? No bias, no joking. Give me actual
what?
facts and reasons.
I can't hear you, sir.
What kind of phone do you have?
I'm getting a seat with him.
Yo, Face Cloud, get up in here, man. You say what you say. You know how to get. You need to get up. There's the link.
Put your money where your mouth is.
There's the link at the top of the chat. This is probably the
Hey, bro, I
only
haven't,
time
I haven't
anyone
debated
in the
anybody
chat-
yet, bro. I'm trying to get in
Ali,
there.
can you hear me?
Wait, what are you saying? So about
What I'm
football,
saying
right?
is, you said Chelsea is not going
So if it's a
to
football,
finish top
I'm sorry.
4, right?
I'll say why Chelsea aren't getting top 4. One.
Okay, so what you keep saying that? Give me actual reasons.
He's terrible.
Who's not good?
Tuchel is a good manager. I'll give him that.
Who?
Not the best. But
You just said he wasn't a good manager a few minutes ago.
Did I just say that? Good manager? Nah. He ain't no good manager, man. This dude took a Chelsea that was struggling and got us the Champions League, our second.
This man keeps leaving.
Leaves again.
He's not God's gift for man. But, FaZe, get up on in here, man.
You
Come on,
can't.
FaZe.
You can't.
Oh God.
You can't. I'm gonna say this final point. You can't just say that Chelsea.
I could've stayed out tonight.
There's no more excuses. You can't use what Chelsea does. They play as a unit and they play as a team. That's why they won the Champions League last year. And now they got Lukaku, a proper striker. And you're telling me that they're not going to finish top 4 in the Premier League? Come on, dude. They're going to drop
It's
me.
like saying
They're going to drop your team. They're going to just
Finish top 5.
when Lukaku
Ali.
when he scores goals against Man United, he's going to be like, "It's my show now, Ronaldo, not yours anymore. It's my show."
yo, guys, this is my last debate because my thing is bugging out. Sorry, but
It's bugging out because you're bugging
what
out.
are you saying, Archer?
Yeah, bro, your phone doesn't
What
even
I
like
would-
your takes.
Yes, it's a tornado.
That's why I'm
what I
doing it
was
on my
saying-
laptop.
what I was-
On those
Get
same
in
thing.
there, man. I need you, man. We can get in there.
What I was saying was before you cut out again, I was saying that
Explain to me how Chelsea are better than men.
they're way better than Man United. Have you seen? They have a better man. Hold on, they have a way better manager, a competent manager. Your
They're winning.
manager
Oh Lord.
doesn't. They're winning. Yes, they're winning. They have a better team all across the board. They have a better
I ain't
team.
never seen Jacob that man, bro.
They have a better team across the board. Look, and literally, you guys are relying on Ronaldo to save you again, and he's not the same player anymore. He's not the same player anymore. They're literally in the top 4. You think they're not going to finish top 4? They won the Champions League, and they're a better team than last year. They play, unlike your team, Chelsea plays as a unit, and they play as a team. They play to win. And they
We're not
have
the
a
one-man show,
manager that
baby.
they're behind. Yeah. Look at the game against Man United against Villarreal. You guys barely won that game. You guys might not even get out of the group stage. What makes you think you're gonna even?
Who's
think-
Top
and you're saying
Studio?
Chelsea's not gonna finish top 4. Get out of here, dude.
Shut up.
Oh,
What's up,
Top
bro?
Shot. What's up, bro?
Top Shot of Studios.
Top Shot, what up? What up?
What's going on, Top Shop?
What's up, brother?
Yeah,
Hopefully
we
you
went
can
on
add
strike
some
first
much-needed nuance.
during the other week.
Yo, what's up? Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going
I
on?
got a headache.
What do you want to talk about? The
Oh.
Okay, Jacob.
Gosh.
What's going on, Top Shop? What do you guys what do you want to talk about, man?
What were you guys talking about? I just got home.
Well, we
Oh.
had some bad takes up in here, so hopefully you can put some good
Horrendous
in
takes,
here.
not bad.
Yeah,
Like, he's not doing
man.
justice.
Yeah, it's a good thing you missed it, man.
man.
I wish I never had to hear those two.
Yeah, it's
Terry's overrated.
Yeah.
Come on.
God.
Terry Silver overrated.
This is
Woo,
the
Someone
man.
said Terry Silver is overrated.
It's
He even doesn't believe it.
internet's given right to
No, wait, for real? Someone said Terry Silver is overrated?
It's like it came out of his mouth, and then like he realized
This is
how
the
dumb it
same
was.
guy who enjoys Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah.
It's no way.
They're back again.
Back again.
He's back again.
Guess who's back?
Back
Back again.
again.
all my videos are for nothing.
I appreciate you Jake, for letting me come on. I appreciate everybody for letting me speak. And yeah, I met, but I really like talking to you guys. But yeah, thank you guys for
That's
letting me
what's
talk.
up,
Well,
bro.
we still love at the end of the day, but goddamn.
That opinion right there is cool, man.
It was fun, man. That was a ride. That was a ride. That was a ride.
That's a way to put it.
Yeah, that was something.
Yeah, bye guys.
That was something. Really honest.
What's up, man?
Later, bro.
See ya, bro.
Oh, God. See ya.
See ya.
I need a
Man.
fucking beer, I swear.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out,
Guys,
dude.
I'm broken. Guys, I'm actually broken.
Don't let the
Oh,
door
no.
hit you on the way out.
Oh wow.
Well, that was
I'm broken.
Anyone
anyway.
else got any?
All my videos were for nothing.
You got any questionable takes
He's gone again.
out there?
Like,
I still want to talk to Phineas though.
Something in this
I think he said he's not
Bro,
at home.
he's,
He can't.
he's not coming on,
Someone put
King.
something in the conversation.
yeah, he
Listen,
wanted
man.
to challenge me too.
That well, I don't know what that shit was.
First of all, for all you keyboard warriors, stop it. Don't waste people's time. Don't stop typing stuff if you don't really mean it.
Yeah,
If you're about
I
it,
got
get on here
advice.
right now. Right now.
I want to give them some advice. Close the laptop. Go
Go
towards the
outside.
stairs,
Get
in
a
the
fight,
basement.
guys.
Go like get
Touch
a glass,
grass.
pour some orange juice, some milk, whatever floats your boat, and then just go outside, enjoy nature, enjoy the
Go to
fresh
fight.
air, and think, I'm gonna go on my computer and I'm gonna give this keyboard person a piece of my keyboard mine. Yeah, I'm gonna win this. Can you think of a bigger waste of time?
Touch some grass, bro. Even if it's a
Waste
single
of time.
blade of grass, touch some. Just
Yeah.
some.
Then when you call them out, they don't want to come on.
Oh my goodness.
My head
See,
hurts, bro.
see,
True.
Cobra
They
Kai
easy
World,
get in
I
touch with
respect.
people.
They believe
Cobra Kai
it's
World, I
easier to
respect
take
you, bro.
keyboard
I
I'm
out.
worn
respect
out
you.
after that take, man. Like,
I respect you,
still
bro.
recovering from that take.
I'm fucked up.
Woo!
TCK left, bro. He's like,
Terry
I
Silver.
like
Time
catching
out.
your-
I gotta go.
I couldn't.
Terry Silver's overrated, bro.
Who
People
says
really
that?
think that in real life, bro.
I
That's
have
crazy.
never heard that before.
I know one
just
ever
looking
says
for-
that.
Never heard that.
Just looking for attention, man.
Like that was ridiculous.
Wow.
Christ.
They said Chosen's a better character, bro.
Chosen is a bit. Chosen
He's
is
a cool character.
decent, but like he's not a better character than Terry Silver. The guy that made Cobra Kai.
He's cool, but he's not better.
The guy who founded the original Cobra Kai dojo.
I mean,
He
like
made
the
Danny
dude
Miyagi,
funds
bro.
it.
He accomplished that.
He funded Cobra Kai dojo. Like without him, like you don't have a technically don't have a show.
he's literally worse.
We know
Terry
Terry
Silver is
Silver
worse
is.
than Kreese.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
the
yeah, he's
antagonist.
way
He's
more
the
crazy.
emperor. He's the Palpatine to Kreese's Darth Vader. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, like who do you think the Palpatine is of this series? I'm just saying it could be Silver.
So
It ain't
It
Kreese.
is Silver.
Silver.
I think it's Silver. It's more Silver to me.
Kreese has principles. Kreese has morals.
Because
Yeah.
Silver manages to outsmart
Kreese has the
everybody.
manipulation.
Like Kreese is a
Like,
jerk to
he
your
has
face,
his
but
back.
Silver's gonna sneak around you. It's like
Silver would do any.
Silver was putting on a good act. He was acting like he actually wanted to help Daniel, and then when Daniel wanted out of it, he's like, no, nothing's for free.
Silver would do anything. Well, Silver will sell his own mama just to get a W, bro. Like, he's that type of guy. Like, I'm just saying.
He's the big
At least
bad.
That's all I hope
for Creed.
in season 4. That's why we need more flashbacks in season 4, so we can figure out how he came from this like wimpy version of himself to this crazy, psycho, evil type.
That's the bit of context that's missing there.
I think that's what's gonna happen in the future season is like when they say somebody's gonna die, I think it's gonna be a flashback where Terry Silver actually kills somebody and like chokes him out, and that's how he becomes the Terry Silver that we know
losing his
today.
mind like the Joker over there.
Yeah,
Bro,
Jacob's
I'm still
descent into
trying
mania.
to process what I just heard.
That was something,
I'm the
man.
same.
To say
I'm
Terry
sorry.
Silver's overrated.
How are we
Also,
not?
people, just because
Okay, it came from the same guy who likes Thor Ragnarok. So just think about that for a minute.
Just because
Probably like
it's
Breaking Break
hyped doesn't mean it's overhyped. Like hype
That's
doesn't
fucking
mean
hard.
it's overhyped.
just because
was
the movie
exciting.
was bad doesn't mean the character's bad.
Oh, look who's trying to be different.
Yeah,
Iron Man 2
Not
sucks,
the
but
character.
Iron Man but Tony was cool in it. Iron Man 2 was terrible. Iron Man was cool in it.
the only good thing about that movie was Scarlett Johansson.
Oh yeah.
I haven't watched that movie in a long time.
It's
Iron
not a
Man
bad
2
movie,
sucks,
but I like it.
That's the only thing good about Suicide. Actually, never mind.
I like that suit up in the race, like the racetrack.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, that was a cool
Yeah,
scene.
Iron Man. I watched Iron Man 2 a couple of months ago. Like rewatching it, it's still bad, but it's not that bad. Like I thought it was.
It's enjoyable.
There's good
but
stuff in it. It's just not.
Yeah, it's watchable.
I think I meant it. Okay.
It's not the
It's
best thing in the
watchable
world.
film.
I mean,
Better
there's
than
movies like
Ragnarok.
Jaws 4 out there.
But I still
Jaws
like
the
Cobra
Revenge.
Kai World, Tristan, or Top
That
Shot.
was
Have you
crap.
guys seen Venom 2?
Venom.
I haven't.
I saw Venom today.
I'm
Actually.
not talking about this
I've
movie
seen the
anymore.
Carnage
haven't seen
escape
it
the
yet, but
prison.
I've heard it's pretty bad.
I said all
I'm
I need to
already
say.
fucked up enough.
Yeah, let's
Terry
say Venom
Silver's
2
overrated.
for tomorrow anyway for discussion. Let's save that one for tomorrow.
Yeah, I
I'm
was
gonna rant tomorrow,
excited
guys.
for it. I was excited for it when I saw the second trailer, and then when RJ started talking about it, I'm like, oh no. And then when
The only
Jacob
reason I
said,
give it an 8
oh
out of 10
no,
is
it's
the
a Sony
post-credit scene.
movie, I lost hope for it.
Just watch
Yeah,
the
we're gonna
post-credit
talk
scene.
about it tomorrow.
I'm gonna need
Talk
it.
about it tomorrow.
Yeah, that's the reason I give it an 8 out of 10 is
Immediately.
that post-credit scene to save that movie. You know, I enjoyed it.
Several
You
Bro,
guys
I think
don't-
I need. I think
right
I need
now.
like a 20-minute break to go eat something, man.
Fuck that, bro.
Hey,
I still can't believe
screwed
it.
up. I don't know how we're in a world where that's an opinion. I can't. Can't.
Terry Silver and overrated should not be in the same sentence.
Unless not is in
I
between
can't
them,
even
you know?
put the context
Yeah,
and nuance
yeah.
in that opinion.
I'm still stoked on how he said if we're gonna debate football, I'm gonna lose, and he didn't provide any points.
Yeah.
This man called me a menace to society
Yeah.
after I
Oh,
said
yeah, when you first
facts
started.
about Thor Ragnarok.
Oh yeah, what was that about? I'm like, what?
TSK, you made me like that movie less. Talking about it, you made me like it less. I'm thinking about it.
Good.
I mean,
I don't want to watch it.
It's maybe not like it's like low-key making out like Thor Ragnarok no more, dog.
Do you think
I mean,
Thor
I think
would
it's
be
all right.
humor
better
was overused.
as a reboot?
It's an entire sitcom.
Yep.
You said
I think it's all
Dark,
right.
Thor Ragnarok's a dark story in the comics.
It is.
They should have went by the comics, but they wanted to make it into a sitcom for some reason.
Bro, Terry Silver's overrated.
That guy kept on changing his opinion. He kept changing his
That doesn't
opinion.
sound right.
I could already.
That sounds like those are words that should be said, you know.
He kept changing
My
his
head
opinion every
hurts,
second.
dude.
Jesus
He did,
Christ.
bro. He kept changing it.
I hate
From,
that I was so
from a
late to
Tory
this.
lover to
Hold
a
on.
Tory hater to a
Hold
Tory
on, hold on. Johnny, I hear you, man. Don't worry. I'll take care of him. I'm gonna make him bleed. That's right. I'm gonna make him bleed, Johnny. It's okay.
Oh man.
Most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
That was
I've lost all hope in
that
humanity.
was something, man. Like
Terry Silver's
I wanted to
overrated.
talk
And
about Endgame,
RJ,
but
I've heard
like,
people say Ben Simmons is better than Tatum.
what?
what?
Yeah, I've heard people say Ben Simmons is Tatum. At one point, too, people
Ben
have
Simmons
said
won't
Kuzma's
shoot,
better
bro.
than Tatum too. Yeah, he
Ben
can't
Simmons
shoot.
doesn't
He
shoot.
sucks.
He
Oh
won't
Lord, now we're
shoot.
talking about basketball.
I'm gonna
Not
go
even
back and
just
say
he won't shoot.
I
He
can talk
doesn't
about
shoot.
that all day.
And there are people, and there are people who said Kuzma's better than Tatum too. What?
They were trolling, bro. They were trolling. No one believes that.
All right,
Lakers
all right,
fans don't
all
believe
right,
that.
Because like
I
Lakers
was gonna
fans are
talk
coming
about-
out and saying
Oh,
Kuzma's
no.
better than Tatum.
Abbas is back. He joins
that the
right
guy
after
who
Ali
said it?
leaves.
Oh, great.
word.
Good job.
Is that the
Great.
guy who said it?
Abbas.
This
Yeah.
is
Were
the
you?
guy
Silver
who
was
like,
overrated.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. I was driving home with my dad.
Oh,
I was at my
Okay.
uncle's house. So how is everybody?
Did you say Terry Silver is overrated?
We just
Well,
no,
No,
it
I
wasn't.
think someone
for
got
the
over it.
nuance.
Ben Simmons.
Ali said. That's what
Terry
your boy.
Silver's
That's
overrated.
Abbas. That's
Ali
what your
thinks
boy
Terry
said.
Silver's overrated.
Terry Silver's amazing. I said what I said was, because
No, we're not talking about you, Abbas. We're talking about Ali. He said that.
Yeah.
how
What about
did
you,
no,
Ali?
no, he left. And
We
then
think he was
when
trying
Yeah,
to
he
be
just
different.
left.
he
You
said
just
one and
missed him.
left.
Yeah, he left.
I'm going to no, I'm not gonna kill him, but I'm just gonna kill him
Whoa.
with my wood tongue, if you know what I mean.
whoa,
Whoa.
yo, New York, chill out. We can't be threatening people on the stream. Calm down with the killing.
It's about to make me choke on my fries.
Yo, calm down.
Great.
Bro, who starts out like I'm
Hit
not
the
gonna kill
brakes,
him,
my
but
God.
Like my man Jadakiss says, yo, New York, calm down, New
You
York,
guys are-
calm down. Shout out to Jadakiss if he's watching the stream.
man,
I like you.
Hello,
Yo,
Jake.
New York.
Okay. Hello, TCK.
hello.
What are we doing here? What's going on?
I had a
do
great
with the
day
laugh.
today. I'm at
I bet you did.
Yes, I did.
I bet you did.
It doesn't change the fact that 89 and 92 Batman is not that good. But go ahead.
What?
Joel.
Oh God, King, why would you bring that up?
Because I'm
I
pissed.
mean, it's watchable,
Why?
but it's not my favorite Batman. I mean, it's better than
What?
George
What?
Clooney.
Were you gonna tell me something, Abbas, or what?
Why? What for? What's the reason?
What?
What?
Yes, these are all
It's not
question
starting
words.
till 11.
What?
All right, better off, Raleigh.
Okay.
Anyone else got any grievances out there?
Other than
I
in-game
say wrap
being
it up
sorry.
within the next 5.
Oh,
I
God.
need to get some R&R in my system. I need a beer and I need a lie down. I need.
I'm just saying.
Oh,
In-game,
God.
I think in-game was the most overrated Marvel movie of all time.
There's problems in it.
I
Yeah.
agree. I
I
agree.
think it's up
100%.
there with most overrated. But
I mean, I like the
I
movie.
agree with
I
you.
understand.
Hey, we didn't need-
I get your point.
It was good, but it is a
It
little
was a good
overhyped,
movie,
yeah.
but there's some stuff
It was
I
good.
don't
I
like.
agree with
Raven
you.
is
Hey, they didn't need
overrated.
to make fun of Thor's weight, and they didn't need to have like
They
the
ruined
whole
Hulk.
whatever
They
it
ruined
was.
Hulk a lot.
Thank you.
Yeah, and
That's all I'm
they
saying.
we didn't
to
need all
make
those jokes.
Thor's
And also,
We're not-
they shoved that.
We don't need all those
ridiculous.
jokes when half the universe is dead.
I'll be honest. They
Yeah.
shoved that feminist scene like with all the girls. They kind of rushed that. You know, it was forced.
Yeah,
Oh, God,
I didn't
don't
like
start it.
But tell
because
Black
once
Widow
again,
too.
Black Widow should have.
in my girl Black Widow, aka the first female Avenger.
Exactly.
I don't care about Captain Marvel. Just saying, you
Yeah.
know,
But she doesn't count,
Natasha
man.
I
Romanoff
don't like they
with Black
freaking made
Widow
Peter
should have
fan
been
her
in there.
over.
If you were gonna do that scene, you need to have the GOAT in there.
Exactly.
Natasha Romanoff, Black
Black Widow should have
Widow,
been the first one in
need
the
to be
front.
there, front and center, no exceptions. I don't care.
I don't like.
I like the movie. It's
Spider-Man
just
fangirl. over Captain Marvel. Ugh.
Huh?
I don't like that they made freaking Spider-Man fangirl of Captain Marvel. Like, don't do that. Like, ugh.
Well, that's what happens in the comic books. Like he's like am I right? Am I right? Stream
Yeah.
is like Captain Marvel is like the leader of the Avengers right now, or something like that. It's been a while, man. I haven't paid attention to the garbage.
Depends on which Avengers you're talking about, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that makes sense. Like if he's like
Cosmic Avengers or something like that.
Cosmic.
Yeah, because now like they figured out like no one likes Captain Marvel anymore, so now they're going to make Spider-Man the head of the Avengers, which it should have been like that anyway. Like
exactly.
It's like
oh yeah, they did in the comics. Yeah, I forgot about that. Good point, Fizz.
Her being the most powerful, that's just a lie right there.
Well, she's not. Scarlet Witch is, so.
You got Scarlet Witch.
Scarlet Witch.
Doctor Strange.
Doctor
Strange.
Full power Thor.
Like they have to nerf people or whatever.
Infinity War Thor would destroy Captain Marvel. Come on.
My favorite Captain America movie is First Avenger because it felt like his own movie. It felt like his own movie.
Over Winter Soldier?
Bro, I can't take these anymore, man.
No.
I can't take this anymore.
Let me explain why.
Let me take over this one. Let me take care of this one.
Let me do this one. I haven't
why.
Let me do this one.
No, before you start. No, I have to play this. Hold on. Just wait.
Over Civil War.
Proceed.
Hold on, real quick, before I let anybody take over. You say it's Captain America, the very first one, the one that put everybody virtually to sleep.
I love that one. I love.
You don't want to know, Jacob. You don't want to know.
Look.
You mean the overhyped World War II movie that you could have studied in high school? That one?
I like the
I haven't watched that movie in so long.
I like the first Avenger.
Hold on. Over the Winter Soldier?
Over Civil War?
Civil War is the best.
Can I explain why? Can I first explain?
No, bro.
Explain.
Every other Captain America movie always throws an Avenger in it. That first one felt like his own movie. Winter Soldier had freaking Black Widow and Nick Fury in it.
Yeah.
Whereas
because you
the
can't
first
ignore
one,
those characters, they're in the universe.
It's time to go. Good night, everyone.
The first one felt like his own movie.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Bro, half of that
to
movie
do
is a
is-
montage.
What is the most memorable scene from the first Avenger?
I
Please
get
tell
what
me
you're
what it
saying.
is.
I get what you're saying, but he still has a pretty big role in Civil War and Winter Soldier. But I get what you're saying.
He's the biggest role.
But he's not really.
Dude, it was a World War II movie. That's all it was.
And not a good one.
I agree.
And it was not a good one.
And a boring one.
Yeah, it
And
was kind of
half of
boring.
it was montages.
It was
I
not
saw
boring.
it.
I like.
You want to know? You want to know what was a good Captain?
It was not better.
You want to know what was a good Captain America? Hold on, New York. Hold on. I gotta get it out of New York. Hold on. You want to know what was a good World War II movie? You want to know what was a good Captain America movie? It was Wonder Woman. They did it correctly.
Yeah, that
What are
movie's
you
good.
talking about?
Bro, you know what the worst thing about First Avenger is?
I don't like Wonder Woman. She was in the Israeli army. She's been killing. She killed Palestinians. I'm against that.
Whoa.
Time out. No, we ain't bringing that personal stuff up in here. No, we're talking about the movie.
Get him out.
Break it to your address.
Yo, chill out with that.
It had nothing to do with that, bro.
No. Hold on. We ain't talking politics. I can go there too, but I'm keeping it strictly Wonder Woman and Captain America.
TOS.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
I don't support.
I'm just saying, if you compare Wonder Woman 1 to to Captain America 1. Wonder Woman 1 stomps on Captain America 1.
Exactly.
I dare somebody to step in this trend
Okay,
right now and
fine,
debate me right
fine.
now.
Fine. But okay. The most memorable scene is when he's chasing that guy. That's the most awesome scene in the
Okay.
whole movie.
You know what? You know what Winter Soldier
When he
has?
got out of the machine. When he
Are you
got out
trying
the
to help
machine.
your case?
Let's talk.
Are you trying to help your case?
When he got
Winter
out
Soldier has the
when he
highway
got out
fight,
the
my
machine.
dude.
When he got out of the chamber and he started chasing that German Hydra guy who poisoned himself.
That's cool and all.
about
but,
So you prefer that
the
over
highway
the air
fight
fight,
scene.
airport fight?
Well, you
Airport
prefer that
fight.
over Black Panther chasing
You
Winter
prefer
Soldier
that
and stuff?
ever after, in my opinion, the best fight scene in the MCU, which is the final fight in Captain America: Civil War.
Exactly.
And then the second best
Okay.
is the highway fight. So like,
Yeah.
Also, that Black Panther chase. Damn.
Black Panther was awesome. Spider-Man was in Civil War. That's his introduction. How can you top
He
that?
was my favorite in Civil War. Like, he was the best.
Oh,
Sam.
I'm still trying to process this in my brain. What?
Yes. It's inside. It's inside.
Even your mom's telling you it's a bad take.
Oh
my god.
Damn. What? Come on, New York. Calm down. Calm down. Let him speak.
Bro, I don't want to let him speak.
I can't
Bro, Arden
handle
is
any more bad
sleeping
takes,
right
guys.
now.
I really can't. I'm fucking.
It's not Ragnarok level, but Jesus.
I just got here and I can't take it.
It's a World War II movie.
Guys
That's
haven't
all
beaten
it
up
is.
enough.
You want to watch World War II? Watch Saving Private Ryan. That's what you need to
Yeah.
watch.
We done with the
Maybe.
foolish. We
Yeah.
done with the foolishness.
Great movie.
Watch Zernik.
Yo, these people is bugging.
Dunkirk.
Anyway, I have asked
I think there's a zombie apocalypse coming.
Wonder Woman would what?
I didn't heard it all today, man. Terry Silver is overrated. You got people that believe Batman in 89 and 92 is good. And we got Captain America 1 is better than the other two movies.
Like,
hell no.
like, how can you be better? How?
I remember.
I'm gonna be honest with you though. The first Avenger was just a rush movie, dude. It was trying to rush to get. Listen, to put it in context. Listen, the first Avenger movie was a solid origin.
Yeah.
But they were just trying to jump to get to the Avengers.
The Avengers, yeah.
It was
The first half
was
is
a rushed
good.
origin. It was
The
a
first
rushed
half of the
origin.
movie. The first half of it's good, but after he gets his powers, it just goes way too fast. Like there's a montage of him doing stuff, and it doesn't show anything.
It's a sleepy
Yeah.
pill of a movie.
I fell asleep in the second half of the movie.
It's a sleepy pill.
The Winter Soldier is it's a personal movie.
It's a spy movie.
It doesn't feel like a Marvel movie at all. It's like a
It's like
political
Bourne or something.
thriller.
Which is
Like
a good
James
thing.
Bond.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like a political thriller basically. So
Yeah.
it does a lot of good things in
And Civil War is probably the most
Winter
emotional.
Soldier is badass. And then you have even the way they introduce new characters like Falcon, they do it so well. They made me think that Nick Fury was dead in the movie, bro. I thought that man was dead. I thought he
same.
was
Oh, yeah,
gone.
Yeah,
same.
facts.
You had
It's a more
Captain America
emotional
go
movie.
against George St. Pierre, the former welterweight
movie has
UFC
topped
champion,
that.
dog.
No movie has topped the Winter Soldier. Not any of the Avengers movies, not Guardians of the Galaxy. Winter Soldier is the best MCU film.
I think
That
Civil
has
War comes
bad.
close. I think
Yeah,
Civil War comes
Civil War is
close.
my
Me
favorite.
personally,
It goes
this
Winter
is just me
Soldier,
personally.
Civil
I'll
War.
say Civil War is a little bit better
Infinity
than
War is
Winter
up there,
Soldier,
too.
but not that by much. Like
Yeah.
that's how
Civil
I
War,
feel.
I
it.
love.
Like,
Oh
just
yeah,
like-
Winter Soldier and Civil War. Those are
And then
Yeah.
Infinity War.
Okay,
Like
fine.
I wouldn't get mad if anybody said which one was better. Like honestly,
yeah.
Like
but
Civil
me
War
personally,
more.
I like Civil War better.
But just say the first Avenger, man. Like,
The
bro.
first Avenger.
Captain America First
so let me-
Avenger.
Okay, whatever.
I don't mean to rag on
my
you, bro. You
opinion,
can
you-
have your opinion, but I
If
didn't
Red
heard
Skull's a
it.
villain, I just can't get
I
with that.
personally
What?
prefer Civil War to Winter Soldier, but that's just me.
That's fair.
There's no wrong answer there for me. Like you
There's
can,
no
like,
wrong
There's
answer
nothing wrong.
there.
Red Skull's
There's no
not even
wrong
memorable.
answer.
Bro,
And I
Red
think
Red
Skull
Skull's
was
like-
Infinity War
wasted,
a little better
man.
than
He was
both.
not that memorable.
Yeah, he was wasted.
He's just super powered Hitler, bro. That's what he is.
That's it. That's it. Yeah.
Another
Ooh,
villain
the
trying
Red
to take over
Skull.
the world.
Yeah, Red
Hitler with
Skull superpower of
superpowers.
Hitler. Oh Lord.
Super Mega Hitler. That's
I
what he
mean,
was.
Captain
Super
America
Mega
1 was just to give us the backstory of Captain America. That's basically
Yeah.
it.
That's all I keep on saying.
That
It's
was
just
It's a sleeping pill.
if you want to go watch a World War II movie, watch a World War II documentary. I mean,
Watch
that's all.
Dunkirk or something.
But hold on,
Watch
I gotta
the
say
actual
something. I
thing.
gotta say something about '89 Batman though, because I didn't get to say that because that was you and King's battle. But
Oh yeah, I got a lot to say about that too.
let me tell
Really,
you why I
Joel?
don't like those movies. The reason why the Michael Keaton movies are overrated, and I love Michael Keaton as an actor. There's no shot
Yeah.
at him; he's great. But his Batman, literally, especially in Returns, was a joke. He kept killing people. He's smiling like this. No, that wasn't Batman. This man's over here smiling, and like the hair, Billy Joel Batman. They can't even
Billy
get Bruce Wayne right in those movies, man. Like
And
Batman's
Penguin
not
was
supposed to kill.
he
Penguin
wasn't.
was
Yeah,
I don't
Batman
even know
does
who
not
Penguin
care.
was.
I know King doesn't care about that rule, but
Me either.
me, I care. I'm sorry. Like,
I care about that rule.
I care about that
I
rule.
mean,
Batman
Hold
is
on,
not
King.
supposed to
Hold
kill.
on.
like now I'm just saying, like the Batman community is divided on that sometimes. Like some people like it when he kills, and then some people don't like it when he
Let me
kills.
say
So that's
something.
why I just say, like, it is what it is.
RJ.
I don't get mad at any
That's
other
fine.
RJ,
one.
what would it be like if Spider-Man just woke up and started killing people in the next? Like he started killing people next movie. Imagine that just happened.
It's like,
Look, I'll be honest. I like Ben Affleck, but like him like just gunning people down as Batman just felt weird to me. It's just weird.
Yeah.
Hey, I like Ben
it was
Affleck's Batman
Punisher
too.
Batman.
Yeah, he's badass. But it's just the way he was gunning down people. Like, I don't know about
It
that.
was Punisher Batman.
But like Michael Keaton was like killing people and like was happy about it. He was happy
And
that he was
literally,
doing
the
it.
Joker was a pervert, bro. This man was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna get some
Pervert.
Like he
You
started to
guys
get
have
lazy.
any faith
The Joker
in
started to
Batman
get
movie?
lazy at the end of the movie. So that's what I'm saying. It's like if you just relook at it, other than once again, I always concede this. Without Batman 89, we don't have Batman the animated series. We don't have Justice League. We don't have Superman the animated series, Justice League Unlimited, Static Shock. All
we
those
basically don't have those animated stuff. Basically,
we don't have those animated stuff without that movie. That is like a complete fact. It can't be disputed. But if we're just talking about just as a good comic book movie, no.
They're always overrated.
It was just Tim Burton. It's another Tim Burton movie, and Batman just happened to
Billy
be
Joel.
That wasn't Bruce Wayne, bro. That was Wayne Bruce. That wasn't Bruce Wayne.
Billy Joel Batman, like I said.
I mean, nothing's worse than George Clooney's Batman.
That's facts.
Yeah,
He's
that
the
was terrible.
I don't know who's my favorite
I'm
Batman.
gonna tell you.
Like,
I'm gonna
just
tell you
watch
right now,
Chris
though.
Stuckman's review on Batman and Robin. He
That's
brings
hilarious.
up excellent.
like
I don't know
George
who's my
Clooney.
favorite.
Video
George
is
Clooney was a
hilarious.
good Bruce.
Like George Clooney goes,
is a Bruce Wayne. He's a great Bruce Wayne. But it's Batman. No. No.
he literally goes
no,
up to Mr. Freeze and goes, "Hi, Freeze. I'm Batman."
All the Batmans have
Batman
flaws.
credit card.
Yeah.
Bad credit card. Don't
Val
leave home without
Kilmer
it.
was underrated to me. He was underrated.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like Christian Bale's Batman that much.
he's
good. He is good.
Do you guys have any faith in a new Batman movie coming out next
Yes,
year?
100%.
Yes.
I have a lot of faith in it.
Yeah.
A lot of
Get him
faith
out
in
of the
it.
Twilight
It's
stuff.
gonna be great.
If it's bad, no more
In fact,
Batman
I'll
ever.
say this on stream.
Please.
I'll say this on stream. RJ's probably the one that's persuaded me with the Matt Reeves trilogy. This guy right here.
I'm telling you.
If it's
because
bad, they should
has
never
a
make another
vision.
Batman movie again.
Hold on. Let me explain. He has a vision for the character, and he's gonna really go. It's gonna be a more personal Batman story. He's gonna be a detective, and that's the thing that we haven't gotten from these past Batman movies. Him being a detective. We've had him being Batman, but a detective, and he's gonna be more. It's gonna be a more personal, grounded Batman. I can't wait for it. And they're gonna have they're gonna do Riddler right, in my opinion. Like
Colin Farrell, bro.
Yeah, Colin Farrell as the Penguin. And you got Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman. She even looks like Catwoman from the comic, like
exactly
from the I forgot which version of it was, but the Black Catwoman. Basically,
And I like this suit.
And Andy Serkis as Alfred. That's gonna be badass, dude.
Ooh, Andy Serkis, yes.
I think
Andy
Robert
Serkis
will
is
bring
playing
a perfect
Alfred. That's gonna be
balance.
The
badass.
Batmobile looks awesome.
I like the suit. The suit. Ooh.
And they
That
also
movie
said, and they
is
also
going to
said
be better
like
than No Way Home. Trust me, it's gonna be better. It's gonna be a more as a film.
It'd be more
better
edgy.
than it'll be more.
It'll be
it's
more
gonna
well
better
made.
as a-
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be
Now
lit.
if they do this correctly, and I know we talked about this in the streams, if they do this correctly, we can actually start getting these Bat Family movies that we need.
I trust Matt Reeves.
We need Tanner as Robin, bro. We needed to happen, bro.
Yes, please
Yeah.
make that a reality, DC. Please,
I
because
like
you've
to
already
see
made
that.
enough dumb decisions before. Please make that a reality.
And listen, I know you guys are not gonna agree with me on this,
Yeah,
but
he needs to be
what
Jason
Warner
Todd.
Brothers is doing, I don't like Warner Brothers at all, but they're giving
Yes.
Matt Reeves like
Me
these
neither.
spin-off shows that I don't really care about these spin-off shows, but what that tells me when a studio does that, that means that they really like this movie. Like
Yeah,
they've
they got
already had
faith.
they have a lot of faith. They had test screenings and stuff, and people loved it. And it was like a 3-hour test screening, like in the final cut, and we get the new trailer next Saturday.
Yes.
I have a lot of faith in this movie. I think it could be the best Batman movie ever made. I'm sorry.
If it is bad, it's because Warner
Are
Brothers
we
got in the
gonna
way.
live stream DC fandom?
It's up to Jacob.
It's up to Jacob. I mean, we could do it separately if you want.
The chosen one.
I don't know.
Jacob
Jacob
is still recovering from his mind.
TCK, we'll talk about it next week. We'll talk about it
I
next
trust
week.
Matt Reeves. He made the Planet of the Apes trilogy.
Yeah,
They go
if he
do
messes up, it's because Warner Brothers messed it up, not
Exactly.
him. It's,
It's
not
always
his fault.
them.
It's them if it's bad.
Literally, I was
Honestly,
the
any
only
DC
one
movie
out
that's
of my
bad is because
family
of WB.
that was saying that Robert Pattinson is gonna kill it as Batman.
Yeah,
I
get
kept
him
Yeah,
out of the
same.
Twilight
I
stuff.
watched his indie films. You gotta watch his indie movies like Good Time. Watch those
I
movies. The Devil
so
all the time.
desperately
He's in
want
a
him to break free.
The Lighthouse. You gotta watch The
Twilight
Lighthouse, bro.
shackles. I
Dude, the
Watch
movies he's been
Lighthouse.
Bro, the
Watch
Lighthouse
him
was
and
crazy.
Tom Holland.
I used it as an
Watch
example.
The Devil
Even
all the
his
time with him
small
and Tom Holland.
performance
It's
with
great.
Cedric Diggory.
He's been good.
Goblet of Fire. He has the charm. He has the charisma. He has the Bruce Wayne kind of vibe. He can pull it off. Just needs to do those shackles. That's what he wants. He wants to break free of that.
Yeah, get him out of
Use
there.
Twilight to get that bag, bro.
Get that Twilight out of here.
You got that
Watch
bag.
it. It's easy. Just go watch his other films.
He's
The
good.
Devil all the time. He's in that with Tom Holland. That movie's great. The
A lot of people,
Lighthouse
yeah.
and The Good Time. Those two movies are his best films.
Yeah, he's so good.
He's a really good actor. And don't
Get him
sleep
out of the
on
Twilight stuff.
Don't sleep on what's his name?
Don't sleep on Zoe
Dano,
Kravitz either.
Paul Dano as the Riddler.
Oh,
He's
That's
gonna
like
kill it.
perfect
That's
casting.
perfect casting, dude. I have a lot of faith in this movie. Now, if this movie's trash, then I will eat my
Warner
words. But
Bros.
I have a lot of faith in it.
it's Warner Brothers' fault if it is. Matt Reeves is a good director, so
Yeah, he made the Planet of the Apes trilogy.
I mean,
Yeah,
it probably
Planet of the Apes
won't
trilogy's
be
fire,
as
bro.
bad as the DC shows that we have.
It took
Oh.
Matt Reeves like a
yeah.
good. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
Matt
We
Reeves
are the
wrote-
Flash.
Don't even talk about the CW.
it can't be as bad as BVS. Just saying.
I think Matt Reeves he wrote
Oh,
he wrote the script for
Why
all
you
three of
reopen the
trilogies.
rooms, bro? You're being petty.
BVS is not. That's just one of my
The
least favorite
Senate
movies
is
of all
better.
time. I just.
I mean, I can go on a rant on that, but I choose not to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go.
I have a lot.
All
of
right.
faith in this.
We're gonna round the stream off. But I don't know how many more it takes.
Yeah, you're gonna round it
Captain
off.
America 1's the best.
I don't know how many more I can handle. I'm worn
Terry
out.
Silver's overrated.
I'm worn out tonight. Or this morning for me. I'm worn out. Oh God.
Brain cells.
I still
God.
can't believe
Ugh.
someone actually said that.
I feel like I've lost about 50 and like 100 in IQ level now.
Terry Silver is overrated.
I'm gonna watch Karate Kid 3.
Like
I'm
when
gonna do it.
I'm defeated, like,
I'm gonna do it.
I haven't watched the Karate Kid movies in so long.
We need a watch party now because people really believe that. We need to settle the score. We need to have a watch party for Karate Kid trilogy.
Oh, don't worry. It's in November. It's in
How
November.
many times have I said that these young Cobra Kai fans don't know, bro? They don't watch. Didn't I say the other day that
Yeah.
they always say they don't want to watch the movies and all that stuff? No,
It
bro.
would,
they
it would
watch
actually worry me as well if an older fan says it then as well. I'm gonna have
Oh, God.
that'd be even worse.
Yo,
Yeah.
RJ,
I've seen all the movies.
RJ.
Huh?
Bro, I'm young.
By
I've
the
seen
way,
all of them.
Watch Party's aware. Watch
Oh, I
Party
know.
is aware of the stream.
He is?
He is.
Like he's
Word?
he's aware that we've been calling him out
Well-
for Sam, and he says these people don't understand.
Wait, how do you know that? Wait, how do you know
Well,
that?
How do you know?
What did he say this?
I'm gonna interject here. I want Watch
Wait,
Party. I want Cobra Kai Kid. I want all of them. Get them up on in here.
Whoa.
Let's
Get 'em
not
all.
Oh, whoa.
Get 'em all
whoa.
on
Let's
here.
have 'em.
That's
All of
gonna
them.
be
Wait, Cobra Kai World, did
All
he
of
tell
them.
you that?
Bring them in. All of them.
He watched the other stream and he saw what RJ was saying.
Well, how do you know that though?
How do you
Wait,
know
how do you know that though?
What did he
Hang
post
on,
it?
Hang on. As
he
much
post on
as
the
maybe
stream?
we
We're talking in
disagree on a
DMs.
fundamental, at
Oh,
least
you-
with what
oh, so
Party
he told
Cobra
you.
Hey,
Kai,
let him
I
let Jacob
know they
talk.
have some decent takes in there somewhere.
Oh yeah, he's a good
Cobra
analysis
Kai
for
World.
most
Right.
stuff.
Cobra Kai
He's
World.
good.
Tell him there's no
Wait,
hate
hold
against
on.
him. It's just
Yeah.
it's just all good and fun.
Hey, nothing
Tell him that
personal.
much
Yeah.
more. It
Wait,
ain't
so
personal.
he
First of all,
DM'd
we don't
you?
have no
It's
beef with
cordial
nobody.
discussion. If they're up for it, if they're up for it,
Yeah.
I'm game.
No,
This
we're
is
not
what he
bullies.
said.
Cordial discussion.
Yeah, we're
This
not
is what he
They
bullies.
have
said.
some
We
good
ain't-
takes,
He said
so
people.
it'd be good to have it back and forth.
Hold on. He said people spend way more time talking about how I hate Sam way more than I ever talk about her.
Okay.
I don't know if that's true, but
That's kind of common.
Get him in here.
Man, I'm gonna end the stream. 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 I'm
When
in the
did-
stream. That's it.
Buddy.
That's it.
we talked about
What?
it twice.
That's it.
No.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah, we gotta let
Okay,
the other
so
guys log
Feel
out.
better.
thank you for coming to this open. It's turned into all-out warfare with a bunch of crazy takes that I just need to spend the next few days processing. Jesus fuck. As far as the situation, well, not situation. If you want to see a debate between us and the other Cobra Kai creators, let us know. I'm sure you guys would want to.
Yeah.
It'll be a cordial one. I mean, at least I know they have some decent takes. Unlike, I won't hear Cobra Kai Kid come on here and say Terry Silver is overrated. At least we know that's not going to be.
But
said.
you will hear him say he's all that is
But
good.
thank you,
Yeah.
everyone.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I never watched that movie. I
Man, I need to get
watch
Oh,
Good.
you lucky
I
bastard.
watched it like 5
Yeah.
times, and I just
Thank you to everyone. Thank you. And now that's it. And we'll see you in the stream tomorrow. Back to the Future Part 3, and then we'll talk Venom afterwards, and then we'll clip that and upload a specific review.
Talk about Venom
Yeah.
again.
Venom. Right.
Spoiler.
Yeah, we gotta do a
Well, this
spoiler.
time with spoilers.
I'm gonna need some.
It's okay, RJ.
Spoilers.
It's okay.
I'm gonna need.
I'll roast it.
No.
I'll roast the whole entire movie for you, so you don't have to do. You have to deal with it.
My head hurts watching talking about that movie.
I hate talking about that.
But
It's-
yeah. I've been the chosen one. TCK's been TCK. The GOAT's been the GOAT.
Skittles.
Darius, brother, King, Yinko, Tristan, Top Shotter, Cobra Kai World, and I want to thank every single person that came on and debated as well. It's a brave thing. It's not easy sometimes, to appear in front of everyone, to hold your own with a 1v1. And if you have stupid takes, then that's on you. But if you have an opinion and you stand by it, that's different. So good night, everyone. Good morning.
It was great talking to you all.
Signing out.
man.
Peace out, guys.
My head hurts. Godly.
It was great talking to
My
you
whole
all.